All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Unfiltered podcast. We have five beautiful, lovely ladies with us today. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
My adrenaline rush is my fucking
Yo, baby! How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday night? We have a panel of lovely ladies at the table today, guys. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you guys know each and every time we go live. Guys, make sure you become a member, guys. To become a member, you click our logo, you go on our YouTube homepage, and on the top right, you hit join, guys. We have 6 tiers. The bottom tier is only $4.99. Guys, that is a number 2 at McDonald's. There's no excuse. You guys need to become a member. Also, guys, in the description, we have the locals. The locals is all the behind-the-scenes footage. That's the yacht parties, the kickouts, the fights, all the craziness behind the scenes, guys. Make sure you go to locals in the description and sign up. Also, guys, unfilteredpodcast.shop. You can check out the kick-ass merch behind me, guys. We got some hoodies right here. We're going to be doing a pre-order very soon, guys. And also make sure you join the Discord. Discord gang, I'm in the Discord. Basil's in the Discord. Eric's in the Discord. Everyone's there, guys. So make sure you guys tune into that. We appreciate you guys each and every show for your support.
Yeah, guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered podcast. Shout out to Jakeem over there in the back, man. Make sure you switch the camera back to me, brother. Ladies, I want to thank you guys today for coming. I understand some of you guys came from really, really far away. Thank you for being on time. It means a lot to us. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us. You guys could be anywhere right now, and you guys are here with us, man, so it really means a lot. Also, guys, keep in mind, we're still a new channel, man. Anytime you guys like the video, subscribe, share the video, and even when you're welcoming to new members that come in, because YouTube is starting to push us in the algorithm now.
Yeah, finally.
It means a lot to us, guys. Listen, man, I understand that, we have like 200, and, we're heading towards 300 live viewers now. Everything matters to me, bro. Every subscriber, every new viewer. So you guys don't always have to super chat, man. We appreciate the super chats, and it helps us with the upgrades, but something as simple as just commenting or liking a video, man, it means a lot, okay? Real quick, make sure you guys keep your super chats friendly as well, guys, okay? We do have the ladies here. We want to make sure that we're asking thought-provoking questions, sorry. And, keep it respectful to the ladies, guys. We're the only podcast that allows you guys to dictate the questions, the topics, and talk directly to us. There's no other podcast that does that. When I started this podcast, that's exactly what I wanted to do, okay? I wanted to make sure that I started something that I could, be authentic with you guys with and talk to you guys throughout the whole entire show. If you guys are listening at work, please put your AirPods on. Put your AirPods on, okay? I'm serious. We had people to hit me up like, yo, I almost got fired. I was blasting you guys at work, and my manager heard what you said and didn't like it, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. Don't get fired. So put your AirPods on, guys, if you're at work, man. Also, guys, make sure you guys subscribe, man, like you said. We're building a community here. Turn notifications on. A lot of you guys are telling us, when do you guys go live? Well, if you turn notifications on, you'll know because it'll send you a message, okay? Become a member. We have a special members chat for everybody that becomes a member. We have new emotes in the chat.
Yes, we got everybody's noticing that right now.
Yeah,
yes.
So we have new emotes. We have, shout out to Dom. Every day we're coming out with new things for you guys to do in the chat. We also have new badges in the chat, okay? And we have member chats for you guys where we can, we have all guys member chats, we have all women's member chat, and then we have an inclusive men and women chats, okay? Shout out to everybody that supports us. If you guys have any questions, reach out to John. He should be in the chat right now, iRepo, okay?
He is.
And shout out to my man. Be safe out there. He's repoing cars and watching us live at the same time, okay? If you guys don't want to watch the full hour or 2 hours that we're here, go to the Clips channel. Dom does an amazing job of putting the 5 to 10 minutes of the most exciting, the funniest, or the most dramatic parts of the show on there. He does a really, really good job. All the donations, guys, will start at the bottom, as you can see. $10 and up will start the super chats. 20 and up is immediate read of your super chats and a shout out, and it goes on from there. And then Again, guys, make sure you guys are nice to all the new people coming in. Shout out to Jules for earning her green card. She just got her green card real quick, man. So court is now in session. Let's introduce the ladies.
All right, ladies.
Oh wait, one thing you always forget. We're also on Spotify and Apple Music. So if you guys don't want to watch the video, you guys just want to listen to it while you're at work or repairing cars, you can go ahead and do that. The links should be on the description as well.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, give us your name, age, and what you do for a living. We'll start here and we'll work our way around.
Okay. My name is Julissa. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Miami.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a massage therapist.
Oh shit. Okay.
What kind of massages? Like negative massages? What are we talking about?
All types of massages.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hit her up in the DM, guys.
Wait, you definitely got to be single. You can't have a
I'm
relationship.
definitely single.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah. You
alright.
can't be having a relationship having that type of job.
I
There's
mean,
no.
you can. I mean, it's just a job.
Nah.
No.
No.
It's not just a job.
No, it's not. Do you ever do any like? Wait, you massage men too, right? Obviously.
Yeah, men, women.
Yeah. Do you do like nude massages? Okay.
Like,
Because
what
you
do
said
you
all
mean?
type of
Like,
massages.
What do you mean nude? Like I'm nude or they're
No,
nude?
they're nude.
They're new.
Obviously, they're nude.
Okay.
They're
See, that's
on
what I
the
mean. That's why
massage
you would
table.
have to be
Well,
single.
even massage envy, you're nude.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do massages. Okay, but I
not fully.
but I did a massage once where you have like a towel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have cheeks in my face.
Oh no, that's what I meant though by nude. I meant like
Oh no, not
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all. Like you're nude on the table with
Gotcha.
a towel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
okay.
You've
And
never had a massage, Eric? You need to go to Massage Envy.
I get all my massages from her. All right. Yeah, I get all my massages from her. Okay, cool. What about you?
My name is Aliona. I run my English school, like language school, and the age, I'm 33,
33, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're single?
Red flag.
married.
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 Okay.
Okay, that's a green flag right there. And you have an English school, right? An
Yeah.
English
Like
language school.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're from Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your name again?
Aliona.
Aliana. Okay, thank you so much. All right. And what about you over there?
I'm Hope. I'm 33. I'm in sales, and I'm in a relationship.
Okay, 33.
Red flag.
Okay. Relationship. And but that's a good flag right there. And what do you do for a living?
I'm in sales.
Sales. Okay. And I like your name, bro. Your name's really really good. I like that
Aw,
name.
thank
Okay.
you.
What about
My
you?
mom's a hippie.
A hippie?
What
Okay.
do you sell? Like what sales? What kind of sales?
Happiness.
I've
Happiness.
bounced around a few sales jobs because they all suck. But I was doing like binary options and then roofing. And I just got a job with, well, I don't want to say the name of the company,
Okay.
but a design company.
Okay.
So
All right. Shout out to you. What about you over there?
My name is Ashley. I'm 26. I almost forgot my age. Sorry. And I'm a financial advisor.
Red flag.
Okay. And are you single?
No, I'm in a relationship.
Okay. Relationship. Gotcha. Wow. Okay. We have taken girls today. Okay. And what do you do for a living?
Financial advisor.
Okay. And what about you over there? Go ahead.
My name is Curia. I'm in a relationship. I'm 20 and I'm an office manager and content creator.
Okay. And so you do OnlyFans and
No, I'm a cleaning influencer.
gotcha. I'm just kidding. Okay. And on TikTok, correct?
And Instagram, yeah.
And Instagram. Okay. And you're taking, correct?
Mhm.
You are. Okay. Wow, this is definitely gonna be a
Yeah.
good panel because they're all taken except for the massage therapist over there.
I'm like staying in my corner.
The chat was wondering if you did happy endings.
no.
You know what?
She wouldn't admit
no,
that.
No. You,
Here we go.
she wouldn't admit that.
She's not gonna say I do
Come
happy
on now,
endings.
like
There's no way you would admit that. Yeah. You see?
Blink, hold on.
You see?
Right.
Blink twice if you do happy endings.
Okay. No, I mean, she can't have a boyfriend doing that.
No.
That you.
I
No way.
mean, even I'm just gonna stay quiet.
No. Even what?
Having like, okay, yes, you can have a boyfriend when you do it. I mean, no, there's not happy endings unless you're hello, my boyfriend. But no, it's just a job. It's like any other job.
Well, let me tell you why it's not like any other job, right? Because let's say you do work at Massage Envy, like she says, right? And have you ever seen what's that movie called? Fuck, the Trojan horse guy, Troy.
Oh, Troy.
Have you ever seen Troy?
No, I've
Some
never
dude
seen
walks
it.
in looking like wow, fuck, what's his name? Anyways, Brad Pitt I think plays that, and he's all cut up and everything. Just your type, right? And you're
Just your
your type, exactly how you want it. Whatever your type is,
That's it.
he walks in and you're giving him a massage, and and I'm at home just working, right? And you're going all through his body, and you talking to him because the ambiance at that place. They got the music, the
Yeah.
lights are
Yeah.
dim,
Yeah.
right? And it just feels good, right? And all of a sudden you touching his his little body, and
His little body.
something could happen. This is why you can't have a relationship doing that. I would never be with a girl that does that ever.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when a guy's getting a massage, he probably gets hard,
For sure.
right? So she literally guys get boners while
Yeah.
she's doing it.
And
Yeah,
she's
but
not
that's-
ugly.
Okay, but I don't gotta pay attention to that. I'm there to make my money and go home.
You don't pay attention to a boner in your face.
It's not in my face. They're on their stomachs.
They don't have to flip on their back.
No.
That's bullshit. Yo, she's
Nah,
capping, bro.
I'm not capping. I do like neck, back, arms, legs.
But
you-
usually you got to turn around.
Yeah.
You got to flip.
You got to turn.
No, not me.
You
I've
don't-
only done. No, yeah, I've never. What?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
At Massage
Every
Envy, you
massage-
do flip over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
at every
Yeah.
massage
Not
I
me.
get, I flip over.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not me.
Yeah.
And they like move the towel so
I
they
don't
can
even
like do
Yeah, yeah.
one
Yeah,
side
yeah.
really well,
Yeah.
and then they move the towel so you can do the other side really
That's
well.
Crazy.
And-
No,
and that's
I don't
why
even
I-
let them move.
And that's why I wouldn't let my girl also go to one of those, because there's a part of the back, the back, like your actual back, like the lower back, where they kind of
Uh-huh.
get there.
Over your bum and, stuff
and
too.
it's right on top of the butt.
glutes.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
ass
So
cheek.
you wouldn't let.
You got a lot of
them-
massages.
Why?
Yeah,
I love massages, and when I started dating my boyfriend, I told him that we have to start doing couples massages. It's really so fun to go together.
Would you care if your boyfriend got a happy ending?
Yes.
Of course
Why?
you would.
It's just a massage. He's never gonna see her again. Who cares?
I wouldn't want to know. He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions,
Wait, but you
but
said-
I wouldn't want to know.
Okay, so you would be okay with it as long as you didn't know about it.
I wouldn't want to know about it. That's, you know.
Oh yeah, but you're okay with it as long as you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's a
Shout out to you.
green flag right there.
I mean, it's, you know.
Okay. No, okay, so when you get a massage, do guys massage you?
When we have couples massages, I did end up with a male masseuse
Red
once.
flag.
I didn't ask for it, but it was fine.
Okay.
There was like a few parts that I like felt a little weird, but my boyfriend was like right next to me, so
Yeah.
I felt safe.
It's
But
kind of like
you can also, when you get massages, you can choose who's going to give you a massage. So if you wanted to get a massage by a male, you can choose a male, or if you want to get a massage by only female, you can also do that.
Yeah, but sometimes you only can get a massage from what they have available.
Yeah, like if I would have called ahead and made sure, then you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't call ahead.
Okay, real quick, man. We have a first super chat. Shout out to Repo. He says, Mindy has definitely grazed my balls, flipped me on my back. shout out to Mindy. I guess that's his massage therapist.
okay.
Shout out to Mindy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. First question. Go ahead,
All
brother.
right. Real quick though, ladies, by show of hands, how many of you are single? Single? Okay. And then taken, everyone's taken, right?
Taken.
All right. All of you guys, all you ladies that are taken, you're not gonna make it. Just let you know now, okay?
Make it
Your
where?
relationships are gonna fail. All right.
Why
Oh,
do
you
you think
canceled
that?
clear.
I'm just telling you. All right. All right, ladies. So I want to ask, because we were having a conversation before the show. Many women think that the clothes that they wear don't make a difference on how they're treated. And we know Halloween's coming up, ladies. All right. So I want to ask ladies a question. Do you think that you should be judged based on what you wear, what you have on?
Yes.
And we'll start. Oh no, we'll
Oh,
start with
sorry.
here. Thank you for being persistent. But start with here. Tell me why. Yes and why.
In a relationship or with not in a relationship?
Either doesn't matter. Let's say you are not in a relationship.
Well, if you're not in a relationship, I do think that you should still cover up. Well, I mean, you can wear what you want to wear. However, you will be judged on how you present yourself and what you're wearing. So if you want to attract bad energy and people looking at you like you're meat, then wear what you want. But you can't be upset if someone is checking you out or wants to take you home if you're dressed with like something that's not covering anything because you're showing everything there and you're obviously going to attract that attention. And if you're in a relationship, I 100% don't believe that you should show a lot of skin or dress provocatively because you are a reflection of your man, and if you're dressing like that, then that's not a good reflection on him.
So would you say if you were dressed provocatively and a guy cat calls you, you're asking for it as a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's an interesting take right there. I don't
It's
know.
a very,
I don't.
very hot take, I
don't.
know.
Yeah, I don't know if the other ladies would agree with you. Would you agree
But,
with
like,
her?
I definitely agree with her.
But like I lived in New York for 3 years, and like the catcalling there is a lot different than it is
Oh yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
So
These Miami women would not survive in New York.
Oh yeah.
They would not survive in New York. New
No,
York is a
definitely.
fucking jungle.
yeah, so like I would wear like basically what I'm wearing
Yeah,
now
yeah,
with
yeah.
still get catcalled.
Yeah.
So imagine if I wore like even less,
Yeah.
you know?
Miami women would not survive over there. I've been up there. I'm from that area up there, and they would not survive. They would not fucking survive. Okay, what about you? So you agree with her, correct?
I agree 100%.
Okay, speaking to the mic, please.
I agree. I think first impression is the most important thing.
Yeah, but I think you missed what he said. He's saying, do you think that the way that women dress, that they're basically attracting
They
the
are.
attention?
Yes,
Okay.
they are. Because, like, what reason would you have to wear? I don't even know. Like,
Well,
like it's
for
like you-
Halloween, girls are basically wearing up
that's
as
just
like
an excuse to be half naked.
right.
So
Okay.
you're welcome. You have a day.
Okay.
But,
But they do it even without Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, but
True.
also
Well, no, but you can do it on Halloween without people truly judging
Of
you.
course, of course.
But like on a random Monday, you walk around with your ass cheeks
Okay.
out. It's like, ew.
Okay.
But
to
also,
me.
as like a grown woman, you know what you're putting on. You know, like if you put on short shorts and half of your butt is hanging out, then you know, okay, I look hot. And basically,
don't.
and what is deemed hot is deemed sexy usually, and is what men find sexy. So you know, oh, I look sexy in this. So you obviously want to attract attention of guys. Otherwise, why would you dress sexy if you don't want to attract that attention?
Okay, Hope, what about you? Do you agree with those ladies?
I'm close into that realm of thinking. When we were before the show, we were talking like some women will dress a certain way, but then they want a boyfriend, and it's like, well, if you want a boyfriend, like kind of dress for the job that you want, right? Like if you want to be if you want to be a girlfriend or a wife, then dress like one. But then your question was specifically Halloween, and
Well, no, part of it, yeah.
yeah, so like that's an interesting thing to throw in there because every Halloween costume that they sell, like even at Spirit, right? It's always just like this tiny fishnet something, and then you get like a head piece. So if you're like the devil, you have little ears or like cat ears or whatever, but you're always pretty much wearing lingerie. I will say, I'm like trying to think now back on some of my Halloween outfits over the years. I don't think I've ever worn like just lingerie with cat ears or something, you know? Like even
Okay,
last year I was
but
the
real quick-
devil and I still wore like sleeves and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
but you're a little bit more conservative. Obviously, look at you ladies. You guys look like you're at job interviews right now. Right? But
Well, I just came from a meeting.
Okay,
So.
so for the ladies that are out here wearing, you know what I'm talking about. If guys are out here, walking up to them, giving them all this attention, these compliments, maybe some of them even feel, a little bit uneasy because, when a random guy just walks up to you and starts catcalling you, do you think that it's deserved? Do you think it's justified that guys are walking up to these women because of the way that they're dressed? That's all I'm asking.
if we are just saying catcalling, nothing further, then yes.
Okay, what about you over here? Do you agree?
First of all, we don't have Halloween, so we don't wear this. Like
In
it's-
Ukraine, there's no Halloween?
No, we don't
Damn.
celebrate. Just maybe some kids at school, they sing the song trick or treats, that's all. That get the candy. So, even for me, when I came to Miami, when I see these girls, they show almost their boobs. So for us, it's like, I don't know, maybe all Ukrainian guys, they would be crazy because no. And yes, it's
The more and more you talk, the more and more I like Ukraine.
yeah.
The more and more you talk, the more and more I like it over there.
It's not about, it's about playing, sometimes even with the eyes. For example, I came to one of the top politics in Ukraine and we were having lesson, and then came his secretary. She was dressed like any, but how she acts, how she puts this coffee, how she looks in his eyes. Thank you so much for this one place in Ukraine. So that's why for us it's not important when you show. And plus we say the more you hard, the more you want to see what's there. So that's why the girls little bit, they are more tricky. I think
Yeah,
so.
ladies, there's a power in covering up. I mean, you ladies are covered up today, so that's good. But there's a power in us guessing what your body looks
Yeah,
like.
that's what we
You having a silhouette to your body. We can still see your ass if you got a fat ass, but it's kind of nice to look at it, covered up sometimes. So I think ladies, that show too much skin, they're just trying to like thirst trap a lot of guys that are, you know, walking around, and then they get mad when they get catcalled.
What about you, Jalissa? What do you think about that?
I'm like quiet in my corner.
I want you to be honest. Listen, this is unfiltered, okay? So
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like, okay, because I've dressed reserved and provocative. I feel like growing up down here, I'm always hot, so the less clothes, the better, in my opinion. But growing up, I feel like I was very, like, my parents are very strict. So once I hit, like, high school, out of high school, I was like, ooh, crop top, shorts, all this. Now I'm more into, like, okay, I'm gonna wear a sweater because I don't know why recently I've been mad insecure about my tattoos. And I'm
they're
just
pretty.
like, oh my God, like, okay, I'm going to cover this. But I don't know why. I don't know. This is like,
wait,
this
let me
is-
ask you a question. Have you ever seen her tattoos?
Yeah, when we were sitting upstairs,
Okay,
she
cool.
wasn't wearing her sweater.
I was about to say, because I
Yeah.
heard you jump in like, oh, they're pretty.
Yeah, I'm like, how did
And
you see
I
them?
can just think of the sisterhood. The sisterhood is just like,
Strong.
It's like I hear my sister needs me,
Uh-huh.
and, you know, and it's like, oh, they're pretty, you know. So
No, they are. It's not like a whole sleeve
No,
with like the
yeah.
devil on it.
Yeah, we had a girl
you know?
here sitting there, and she was tatted the fuck up. What's her name? What was the one that had the sleeve?
You're talking about Kim. You're talking about
yeah,
Kim.
she
Yeah.
was tatted up. Real quick, ladies, though. So, how many of you have actually dressed slutty for Halloween, though? Because you're all saying.
No, I have. I have.
Okay. I'm just trying to see how many of you have actually bought these outfits that we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what
I
I was
don't
like
see
trying to
reserved
think
women.
back on too. Like even in college, maybe like how
Yeah.
far did I go? And I can't like find a reference now where I was like totally
Wait, so,
naked.
So all of you guys, ladies, God damn it.
You chose the good girls
No,
today.
because I feel like when ladies come on here, sometimes they'll like omit certain information.
Yeah.
If you guys have you say you dress like that,
I
right?
have.
Okay.
For
Did,
Halloween, yes.
did guys come up to you at all?
Yes.
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 Did
But
guys?
I was in a relationship, so
Okay.
I said no.
Okay, but okay, let's put that aside for a second. So
Okay.
guys were coming up to you, right?
Mhm.
What were they saying to you?
They were just like, hi, like,
Damn,
look-
girl.
like out, like,
No,
what's
no,
your
no,
name?
no, no,
Like,
no,
trying
no,
to talk
no.
to me.
Guys don't just walk up and say hi.
No, not like hi. Like, okay, so we were out at this lounge hub.
Uh-huh.
He came up. You look beautiful. What's your name?
Uh-huh.
Asked, to buy me a drink. Started dancing. These are my friends. We're all dancing together like that. And then he got behind me, and then I was like, no.
Okay. Now when he got behind you, what did he do?
He like tried to dance,
Uh-huh.
like, ew. Like,
Okay.
Try to get
Now,
behind. try to
hold
get
on.
behind her ass.
Listen, I'm glad that you said that, and here's why. Because this is why, as a guy, I would never let my girlfriend dress like that, ever. And I get a lot of, hate for that. Because I'm insecure, I'm possessive, I'm manipulative, I'm all these books, I'm all these names in a book. And that's why I don't want, she has a nice little figure. So I know if she was wearing a certain outfit, guys would do that. I see
They're
it.
gonna run straight.
I've gone to Wynwood, seen how guys walk up to girls, and a lot of times these girls are very intoxicated. They don't even know what's going on half the time. They're just like,
Zombies.
right? Like you'll have a girl leading her friend to wherever they're going,
Yeah.
and the one leading's like, so it's like retarded. Like you guys put yourselves in situations where bad things can happen to you. Now, I remember one time we were in Wynwood and we were parked outside with the McLaren.
And there two guys were taking the girls.
Two guys were taking the girls, and it puts me in a weird position because the type of guy that I am, I'm seeing two men come out of a club with two girls, and it looks like they're carrying them, but the girls are gone.
Yeah, like
They're-
she was
they're gone.
literally just.
They're gone. I'm talking about gone, right?
Yeah,
Free
so
will.
much so one guy was holding one leg, the other guy was holding
Correct.
another leg,
Gosh.
and her
That's
legs
crazy.
were open
And you don't.
while
and,
he was walking her down
and-
the street.
and as
I
a-
was literally like, babe.
Yeah, and as a guy, I don't know if they're friends because
Yeah.
they could be friends just taking their friends home, right? Or if they're just random people that met the girls at the club, and I could be the person that could have stopped them from doing something to these girls. But then also, like, it's not my place. It's not my position. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like it if my girl went out the way you did, dressed the way you did, and some guy just came up to her. You're mine. You belong to me, right? You're my
Yeah.
property. So I would feel really upset about that.
Yeah.
And you're laughing over there, but why are you laughing?
Just seeing if that was gonna get a rise out of her or not.
Oh, out of her. Okay.
Oh no, I agree. That's why, like even for this, like my boyfriend knows I was here. He
Yeah,
said,
mine too.
He said, babe, don't wear like anything provocative. I said, okay, well, I have a meeting anyway, so I'm just wear what I wear to my meeting.
Yeah, you said something that was a little bit of a red flag for me, though. You said, and then we were talking earlier, you said women should be able to wear what they want. And I don't agree with that.
No.
I really don't think they should be able to wear what they want. They can do whatever they want, but the word should, they shouldn't be able to wear what they want. I think that women need to be protected. I think that women shouldn't drink too much. I think women who get drunk, women are irresponsible when they drink.
Steve, I don't think women should be able to do that at all, bro.
Drink?
No, bro. For what?
Yeah.
What are you drink? What are you drinking for?
Right. Because you guys make bad decisions.
No, I'm being
Like
honest.
at all? Like not even a glass of wine?
What?
Y'all don't drink responsibly.
There's
a difference.
drinking and there's getting drunk.
Hold on. Your name is
Ashley.
Ashley. Ashley, there's a difference between you being in our house, right, hypothetically,
Okay.
and you're drinking wine. I'm okay with you drinking wine, but why should you be going out drinking liquor?
But you didn't say going out. You said I don't think women should be drinking.
At all. Yes, correct.
Like, so that means any.
Well, I don't.
Situation.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't consider wine like
Okay,
a
well,
big
not
deal.
wine, but if like,
But even liquor, like I would never let her show at home just drinking liquor.
yeah.
Like for what? Wait, you good? you need an AA meeting? You know what I mean? Like what's going on?
Wait,
Why?
so you feel like she shouldn't drink?
This is my girlfriend right here. It's my job to protect her. It's my job to provide for her, to provision. She's my property.
If anything, she should drink with you, so you're able to protect her.
The beautiful thing
We
about
don't
it
drink.
is I don't drink.
Well, then that's different.
So
You don't drink, you don't drink.
So she's
My
not
boyfriend
drinking at all.
doesn't drink either, and he's such a good influence. I haven't had hard alcohol in a year.
That's good.
I did go to vacation and I had some hard alcohol, and I really regretted that decision because it's not good for me. Like it's
No,
just
it's
it's not good for me. I don't like it, but I do drink wine. I love wine. But yeah, no, like I think it's important to choose a man that's a good influence. And one of the things that makes my boyfriend such a good influence is he doesn't drink. He's not like, oh, let's go to the bar and get wasted.
No.
Like I don't want to
But
do
you can
that.
enjoy like a casual drink. You can be like, oh, it's a Saturday night. Let's
Give
go
me a quick
chill.
second, Ashley. Yo, I want to give a special shout out to David Jones, man. A member for 7 months now, man. 7 months,
Wow.
man. Essentially,
Thank you,
since we
David.
started filming, brother. You and Captain, bro. Captain was our first super chatter, believe it or not.
Wow.
So we really appreciate Captain. Guys, listen, we want to get to a certain milestone by the end of the year to where we're going to have another big yacht party. For a lot of you guys that are brand new, we had a big party for the 5K subscribers. We we had 4 yachts come together in the middle of the ocean.
It was lit.
That party was lit. And I don't even party. But that party was lit. So shout out to you guys, man. And we actually flew people out of states. Like that's one of the thing about us. We actually fly people in. Like we flew one guy in. Peachy came from
New Zealand.
New Zealand. We pay for his flight. Like we said, we'll fly you guys out, and we actually keep our word. We fly you guys out. We pay for your stuff when you get here. We'll take care of you guys.
Someone else from Cali too.
Yeah, Camden from Cali. Shout out to you, man. David Jones has a question for the ladies. Ladies, if you change one thing about divorce laws, what would you change? We'll start off with you over here, Miss Massage Therapist. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know anything about divorce laws.
Really?
Yeah,
No?
not one.
What are they?
Not one
Before
thing
we
at all?
answer this question really quick.
Yeah, I don't know about
What are
divorce
they?
law either,
What do you mean? What are they?
except like
Well,
alimony.
It could be alimony,
Yeah, like
child support. It could
or-
be
You mean
Probably
like
the basics?
yeah,
Oh, like the basic like.
yeah, just basic
Oh.
laws. What's one thing that you would change?
I mean, I don't think that a woman should be able to divorce her husband and get half of everything at all.
Oh, we got a base group of girls today.
Yeah, we do.
I think that should be changed. Like, but I guess every situation is different. So it depends on what happened. I
Wait,
don't know.
so no alimony at all?
No.
Okay, so how about this? How about a woman, like a really good woman, because we know there's good women out there too, right? What about a good woman that sat here and she was with this man and she, devoted her time and attention just to whatever he was passionate about. He built his careers. Maybe let's use Jeff Bezos for an example. He built Amazon, right? While he was building Amazon, his wife was there. Before he became who he was, his wife was there. Now, I'm not saying she was doing the same amount of work, but she was there. And we all know that when you have a good woman, she might not be doing the same thing as you, but she might be cooking, cleaning, making sure that your clothes is done, making sure you don't have to worry about anything that you normally would as a man. And that's a big help. That's a huge help. So she doesn't work, has nothing going for herself. She's dependent on her man. He becomes ultra successful, right? A billionaire. And now they divorce. She gets nothing.
Well, I don't think she should get nothing. I think that in this case, for this situation, they had a moment where they loved each other and he loved her. So he should be like, I love you. We're not together anymore, but here.
Okay, but you're leaving it up to him, right? You're leaving it up
It's
to
his money. I mean, she should have her own.
Right.
But it's his money. I mean, the money.
Listen, I don't disagree with you. I just want to put it into perspective. Could it be fair? Could it be that that's not fair to the women, right? If you change that law.
Yeah, I think it's unfair to the
Yeah.
women. Because I
Well-
feel like, okay, let's say exactly.
To the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I just feel like, okay, alimony I agree with, because let's say you're with a person 15, 20, 30 years, and then all of a sudden, let's say he cheats on you, and all of a sudden he wants to divorce you and get married to, the new person. It's like, okay, like now I'm left with nothing. But I don't agree with she's left with nothing. Why isn't she trying to build a business? Why isn't she hustling too? Like, so I kind of see both perspectives. Like, okay, he's a billionaire with all his money.
She should have been put away for that.
Right.
Yeah, she
I mean,
should. Not even.
Not
putting away.
well, hold
not
on.
putting away for that to happen, but like me and my boyfriend, like at the end of the day, what I make is mine, but what he make is ours. So like I still have my money, but
That's very fair.
like I'm not gonna just sit here and just have zero in my bank account.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
like,
well, that all works unless you're a traditional wife, right? Because if you're a traditional wife, you're not working. So if he decides to up and divorce you, then what do you have? You don't have anything to fall back on. I think the problem is that a lot of women take advantage of the system. If more women were actually nice to men and they actually chose not to get the alimony, maybe they have a choice. Maybe maybe the woman, if she was a good woman, said, you know what, I don't need it. But a lot of women just take it anyway.
they take it anyway.
But I think there's also a beautiful part about what she's saying is that if you take the alimony away, the woman kind of has to stay with the man. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a
then it won't
good
give
thing.
them. I
Who
just
said,
think it depends because,
Yeah.
like I said, every situation is different. So I'm not sure, but depending on the situation, if the woman knows that she doesn't have anything else to go, then she won't use every little thing to cause a problem in a relationship.
Exactly.
Well,
and that's
no.
exactly that's why I'm agreeing with you because
Yeah.
because here's what happens, right? Women get married because I understand I'm not saying that I want women to be left with nothing because I think that
No,
women
they-
should be taken care
with
of.
something.
But what I think that when women get married and they understand they have a plan B, alimony, then they could say, well, I can divorce him and I'm going to be good regardless. So now that argument that you guys had, she doesn't necessarily want to fix it anymore because she knows she doesn't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
She's going to be good regardless. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I don't.
Don't most people have prenups anyways? So isn't this like a
Yeah, but there's
null and
ways
void
around
topic?
there's ways around prenups as well. There's ways around anything if you have good lawyers.
Yeah, ladies, I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't leave a relationship unless he's like beating the shit out of you,
Correct.
or he's like a serial cheater. Y'all, a lot of y'all women are leaving these relationships because you're bored, or because like it's like dumb shit.
Well,
Like
that's
if
when
he's
you
beating
don't
you.
get half of anything. If you're bored and you want to divorce me, fine, but you're not getting anything.
But that's what I'm saying. But someone said or something like when he said he's a firm believer that they take away alimony, they should just stay in the relationship. And I'm saying,
Me, I said,
yeah, but okay, if he's not beating the girl's ass and he's not like serial cheating on her,
then
what
why
other
does
reason would
she-
you leave?
Okay, then why do you really want a divorce? It really comes down to what's the
Yeah, but
reason.
hold on, real quick, Julissa. Women are leaving the marriages. Women are leaving marriages, not men.
That's what we're talking about. Women, not men.
Well, men don't typically get alimony.
Yeah.
That's very rare.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah,
That
I've
should
never
change.
heard of. Yeah, I think
That
I don't
should
know.
change.
I think it's different. I feel like okay, for instance, I had a coworker. She was with her husband for like 30 plus years. They're best of friends, but they decided to get a divorce. She wanted to do her own thing. He wanted to do his own thing, but she works for him. So what she gets paid is considered her alimony.
Oh,
So
I see what you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. I agree with that. Okay, you guys are okay. You're gonna work for me. You're gonna do my books for accounting, or you're gonna be my bookkeeper, or whatever the case may be. I agree with that. Now let's say she cheats on him. Do I think that she should get alimony? Not at all. Not one bit. You know, I don't know.
All
I
right,
have mixed
ladies, do me a
emotions.
quick favor. Give me a chance real quick. Special shout out to MC Rex. MC Rex, man, you just became a member. Shout out to you, brother. Reach out to iRepo should be in the fucking chat, but if he's
Yes,
not,
he is.
reach out to Repo. Reach out to myself on Instagram, bro. And we'll add you to the chat. Welcome to the family, brother. We really appreciate you. Real quick, D Fritzo, he says, as a DJ, I've seen it all. women make horrible decisions when they are drunk.
Correct.
Absolutely 1000%, which is why my woman will never leave the house without me. She is my property. She's not going anywhere, okay? And also, I think if any ladies here, actually all of you guys besides Miss Massage Therapist have a boyfriend, your boyfriend should also not let you go anywhere without him being there with you. There's absolutely no reason. Especially you. You're married. You're
Actually,
still go
yeah.
out.
So why did you come to the States if your husband can't leave?
Yeah, that's why I do whatever I want.
Red flag.
Wait.
It's true. It's true. I've been like, okay, the other night I just woke up in the morning and I said again, you know what I did? He said, fuck you again. Oh, sorry. You again take the tickets. Yes, I say, okay, I'm going to Spain. Okay, for how long? Today he texts me when you finally came back. I said, I don't know, maybe I will change the ticket. That's why, you know, when you say about alimony, something else, you can go out. For me, it's like super weird because, like, okay, we have, as I said before, for example, not beating and another one, he also trusts me. Yeah, so maybe it's based on the trust. And once I said him, okay, let's do like this. If you fall in love, please, I don't know, you met another girl, just came to me and say straight, I want to divorce. You know, I'm not sure about here, but you know, the cheating behind the back, like, you know, you're just doing like in a row next year, second year, and just continue going on. I don't know. For me, I can't. I think I saw a
toxic.
let me go back real quick.
no,
Let me
wait.
go back. Hold on. You do whatever you want.
yeah, but
Your man's in Ukraine, right?
yeah,
He can't
He
leave.
can't leave.
no, he can't.
Yeah.
But
hold on, real
Why
quick.
you
Hold on.
smiling?
Hold on. Why can't he leave? Can you tell us why he can't leave?
Because there is the war.
Because there is war. So, ladies, let's talk about equality real quick. You're married. Your husband can't leave, and all men can't leave. All men can't leave. They even let criminals out of the prisons in Ukraine because they needed men to fight. They said, bring out all the criminals. We'll give them weapons and go fight. Go essentially go die, right?
Mm-hmm.
The women were like, we're out of here.
We're in Miami.
We left all.
Right? We in Miami.
So many Ukrainians.
We're
here.
going to Poland,
are
right?
here.
And Ukraine, bro, and it's crazy, right? And now your husband is telling you, hey, I trust you. You know, don't do anything bad. He could die over there, bro. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So much for fucking equality.
Didn't you come here to promote your English business though? Because I saw you on that
Yeah.
huge billboard in New York.
Yeah, so that's why, like, you know, most of them, he understand it's not just partying with the girls, like, you know, somewhere in the sea. So
Have you partied since you've been here?
not once.
Not once.
But I
Okay.
want so much.
Okay.
But I will not. Okay, I am super, how to say, I take care of myself, and I know if I don't go without friends who will take care of me or something like that, I will never go. So if now my Ukrainian, exactly, friends will not go with me to the restaurant, I will never go with the people who I meet the first time. So that's
Okay.
why, like, yeah, he knows about that. I'm scared. Like, you know, I had a lot of bad situation in my childhood.
Yeah.
It was with the knife and this man. So for me, when the girls, like, you know, they drunk and the man take them out, I had my friend, like, you know, she was taken in the back of the trunk and then she need to swim the river. So, like, you know, I'm super scared about it.
What the hell is going on?
You know, even in Ukraine we say when not like Ukrainian men come, okay, you can hang out because, like, you know, you are not super, I don't know how to say criminal, but Russian, Ukrainian, like, you know, when they said. So that's why we are scared, and that's why.
Okay, since we're talking about equality here, ladies, I have a question for you all. Are men and women equal?
No.
No.
No. Everyone said no.
No.
Miss Hope over here, are we equal?
Men are better at certain things, women are better at other things.
Okay. Who's superior?
Men.
Thank you.
You don't look like you want to
Why?
say yes,
Yeah.
though. She's like,
Yeah, I want to know why you
Fuck.
say men. Why are they so?
Well, I mean, they go to war, they build our infrastructure, like, yeah. And, like, if something goes wrong, I want my boyfriend or my dad to fix it for me. Like,
Okay.
if there were no men, ladies, literally the infrastructure would crumble.
Yeah.
Jolisa doesn't agree with us. Why don't you agree with us?
No, it's not that I don't agree. It's that I don't know. Growing up, my parents raised me to be very independent, and it's a flaw of mine. Like right now,
That's why you're single.
That's what I was saying. Is that why you're single, Julissa?
it is definitely why I'm single.
Did you have both of your parents?
Yeah, I have both of my parents, and you know, sometimes I ask them, like, you know, growing up, you're supposed to be like daddy's princess, right? No, not me.
Okay.
I've been working since I was 13. I work hard. Like,
Yeah.
I always figure out a way.
Okay,
thank
but
God.
you need to tell me why you don't feel like men are superior to women or better than
No,
women?
I do. I agree. I just wanted to know her answer.
Oh, I see what
just
you're saying.
wanted to
So
know-
you just wanted to
yeah.
argue just to argue.
Just a little.
Okay, gotcha. Well, here's the thing, ladies. Even right now, with all the rights that you have right now, we gave you those rights. Men gave you those rights, right? So it's funny when women sit here and they argue that we're equal to men and, you know, we can be anything that a man can be and we're just like them. And I'm like, we gave you those rights. We can take them right back.
Yeah.
We can take them right back. We can put you in the kitchen right back.
You think so?
Absolutely. What do you,
Well, they
what do you
already
mean?
took away one right.
That wasn't a right.
What's
Oh,
Roe v.
get her.
Wade?
Get her. Get her. Get
I
her.
was arguing with on the group
She's
chat.
like,
No, it wasn't.
Hold
me. I
on, don't
wasn't
leave him
arguing
hanging.
with you.
Don't leave him hanging. There you go.
She said that wasn't a right. Can you explain why?
I'm not saying that abortion should be illegal. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's not a right to kill an unborn child. And even if you are pro-choice, you should always try to enforce life in general, unless, you know, rape, incest, it's going to hurt the mother, etc. I don't really care about the women who made unresponsible choices, but I care about children, and I don't want children to be brought into an unwanted household. However, there are women who are using abortion as birth control. Like, I know women who had 3, 4 abortions. Like, 1, how do you live with yourself?
That's crazy.
And 2, men and women, they have equal rights. Equal rights. Abortion is like a plus for women. So we're back to being equal. It's not like we're not equal anymore because abortion is illegal. You know what I mean? It's just a plus, and it's not a right. It's not. It's your body, and then when you're pregnant, there's another body in you. So you still have your own rights. It's just the rights of the baby. Does that make sense?
yeah.
You're looking at me like no.
Yeah, no, she's looking at you really weird. Why are you looking at her like that?
Digesting everything you're saying. I think women ultimately have the right over their own body, and they should. And Gloria Steinem and all the other women fought really hard for us to have Roe v. Wade. And yeah, I think it's a shame. I do. I think it's a shame that
You think it's a shame that they made
Into the
abortion-
mic, please.
that they
You
made
gotta sit up.
abortion illegal?
It's not
You
even
said?
illegal
No,
though.
I-
It depends on the state.
I think it's a shame that Roe v. Wade was overturned.
So do you think that because you can't get pregnant by yourself? I mean, nowadays you can with all those scientists and whatnot, but realistically, like you can't just wake up and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant," right? So a guy has to be involved. So if the guy wants to keep the baby and you don't, why shouldn't that guy have the right to stop you from getting an abortion
It's the woman's body.
and then don't have sex, right?
Then
Don't get
literally
don't get
No,
pregnant.
not even just don't have sex.
Then no-
I mean, I agree with her. Yeah, it's the woman's body. Let's say, okay, you're in a relationship with this guy, and then all of a sudden, it goes to shit. Let's say, right, and then you're pregnant. Okay, do you want to keep the baby? Do you want to abort the baby? I don't agree with abortion. That's my personal opinion. No one else has to agree with me. But there are certain things that, okay, I understand. Like, okay, this girl was raped. Like she said, rape. or-
Great.
Great.
Graped. Sorry, this girl was raped. Or
Well, those are that's different situations, and I would say those exceptions don't make the rule. I'm saying like in a majority situation, like if I had to get 10 girls and like ask them, majority of them will probably get an abortion just so they can keep. I don't
Hoeing
know.
around.
no,
Going
yeah,
to a
that's
party.
what I'm saying. So,
So, like,
I see
It's
both.
like but it's unfortunate that's the majority, and
Yeah.
it takes away from the people who got raped or
Correct.
whatever
Yeah.
the case may be.
Correct.
But then at the end of the day, like the guy, like this is a couple, and if they have sex and he wants to keep it and she don't, he has every right, and then she just like she
yeah,
does.
that's what I'm saying.
100%.
I agree with her. Like, okay, like he has a say, so that's
Because
his
you did- like I
kid.
said,
Well,
you
no,
don't
hold
just
on, hold
wake
on.
up.
Ladies, you're saying that he has a say so, but in reality, he doesn't.
Well, yeah, and they
No,
don't.
that's what I'm saying. I think it's messed up that he
That they don't.
Well, so
really, he
what
doesn't.
she's saying is it's a woman's body, it's her choice.
But also at the
Yeah.
same time, a lot of women nowadays are caught up in instant gratification. And if you want to sleep with a guy you just met, go ahead. But you're going to have to deal with the consequences. And
They don't
there is a
want to.
chance that you can get pregnant. And it's not that hard to just put a condom on, take the morning after pill, do IVF.
Don't do
It's-
that because too many of those are not good for you.
Well, obviously, but do you think women care?
Like people are
nowadays?
popping that like it's Molly.
So you said that Roe v. Wade got overturned. So the chat was just letting me know now. It actually half of the country can still have
Yeah,
abortion.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
illegal.
Depends on the
it's
state.
not
So
illegal.
you
It
can
depends
you
on
can
the
literally
state.
just drive to another
It
state.
depends
and-
on
no,
what
no, no.
state you're in.
What she's saying is it's a shame that it got overturned in certain states.
It's
Right.
federal. It was a federal case, and they
Right.
overturned it as
Yeah, they informed you of everything.
federal.
But if
Right.
anything, ladies, it leveled the playing field though for a lot of guys.
And
like
not
she
even
was
that.
saying.
Not even that, bro. Not even that, because if it would level the playing field if it was statewide, or I'm sorry, countrywide, right? So like if the whole entire country had done it, then it would level the playing field, because now she could go to another state, a neighboring state. She can go to Georgia and get it done there, and nothing would happen to her. Like she could still do that, right? I just think it's messed up that as men, right? Because this obviously it doesn't happen to all guys, but there are some guys out there, ladies, believe it or not, whether you want to take my word for it, some men get trapped too.
Yeah.
You think about these athletes, football stars,
100%.
basketball
I
stars.
mean, Drake is the perfect example when the girl tried to sue him for his sperm.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Like,
so think
what?
about that for a second, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
ladies. You're sleeping with a guy who's a high value guy. You know, if you have his baby, you're set for life. You are trying to trap that man. And even just for the average person, the average guy out there who has sex with a girl, of course, I get it. I'm not taking away from his responsibility. There's condoms, right? Or just pull out, right? But the girl also has
That
birth-
is not sexual advice.
That's how I do.
Nobody
that's,
takes
that's
that
my birth control.
advice.
What I'm
I just
saying
pull
is,
out.
for the listen, I'm giving you what the guys have to use, and what the girls have, and it's birth control. There's Plan B. There's
You
There's
can
the
also track your
IVD.
cycle.
correct. You have all these apps that literally tell you when you're about to
When
have
the
your
egg
period.
drops.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so you have all these things, and then women are still saying, well, no, if it's what you said earlier. Women are using abortion as Plan Bs. I know a lady right now who had an abortion 2 weeks ago, right? And she's walking around like nothing happened. It's the birth control is a new abortion is a new birth control.
I don't agree with that. I don't like that.
That's fine, but what I'm
That's
saying
in
is
my
this is
opinion.
happening. Abortion is the new birth control.
There might be exceptions to the rule.
No,
of
this
how
is-
women are treating it.
Come on, ladies. You know
No,
some.
come
You know
on.
some ladies that are super slutty that have gotten abortions.
sure.
At least a couple, 3 or 4.
Well, that's why this
you all know at
this
least a few
stops them.
ladies.
So
well, here,
That's why I'm saying exceptions to the rule. I think the majority of cases are possibly women who are like really upset about it.
you know how
They're
much
not
money
using
Plan
it.
B makes every year from abortions?
that,
What?
that
Planned
pill costs like
Parenthood.
$50.
I'm sorry, Planned Parenthood. Do you know how much money they make from abortions every year?
I assume a lot.
A lot.
But what I was
millions
saying-
and millions. I mean, listen.
What I was saying
millions
is
and
I think it's a more of a duality than you're giving it a chance to be, because I'm sure, like you're saying, there's an exception where some women are really just like la-di-da with it. But I think it's actually like a very complex decision for a lot of women to go down that route.
Yes,
So I
but
would
most women do it out of selfish reasons, and we live in a generation of narcissistic women, and women need to learn how to be not selfish anymore. They really
Yeah.
do. They're really selfish nowadays.
Eh,
So you're choosing yourself over a baby's life. It's a separate heartbeat.
You also
from your
said, though,
own.
that you want the child to come into a good, loving home.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, just think about it. You are choosing yourself at the end of the day. So I'm just saying, abortion is legal anyway. So all these abortions that are happening, these women are choosing their own selves. So it doesn't matter if I want the child to come into a loving home or not, because they could still have an abortion. I'm just looking at the women who have abortions, and they are doing it out of selfish reasons because they're not ready to have a kid. If you're not ready to have a kid, then don't have sex unprotected with a guy you met on Tinder. You know what I mean?
That's based.
Tinder is crazy.
Shout out to you real quick. We
So
got super chats.
25% of women will actually have an abortion before the age of 45.
25%. That's 1/4. Okay. Real quick. Crypto has a super chat. Shout out to my boy Crypto. He says, ladies, what do you think about the Logan and Nina situation? It's the perfect example of how a promiscuous woman can ruin a man's legacy.
I don't know who those people are.
Okay, that's fine. We were going to get to that in a second. Does anyone else not know who it is?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Logan Paul.
Logan
You hear the name?
Paul is a big he's a big influencer, ladies. And essentially, he has a big podcast. He has
He's been a YouTuber for a
he's
couple
been a
years now.
YouTuber. He's also a boxer. He just fought Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd, a couple other people.
So you guys these are big people we're talking about here. And he got engaged to a woman who was very promiscuous in her past. I mean, extremely. I mean, every guy she took a picture with, it looked like she had sex with him. she has pictures up on well, I guess now she deleted them, but you know how the internet is, everything is up there forever. So on Reddit and on Google, you can see pictures of her kissing guys and tonguing them down and just jumping on them, being all crazy. And now everybody's coming at him because of his girl. So mind you, he's done nothing wrong. All he did, the only thing wrong he did was fall in love with this girl who had a promiscuous past. He did nothing wrong. He's building himself. He's a YouTuber. He's a famous boxer. He's a big podcaster. And here he comes. He falls in love with a woman who has an ugly past. What do you guys think about the fact that a woman can sit here and ruin a man's legacy because of the way she acted in her past? We'll start off with you.
I feel like, okay, obviously he had to get to know her. So you're going to tell me you're with this girl and you don't know that she has photos like this on the internet, or you don't know that she's that kind of girl. Like, I don't know. I think it's both his fault and her fault. Okay, number one, her fault. Why are you out there like that? His fault, because why are you getting with someone like that? And then, you know, now is he like, oh, why am I getting so much hate for being with this girl? Like, I don't understand.
No. He's actually backing her up.
Good. Okay.
Like, he's
then.
actually backing her up. He's like, yo, you know, like, that was in her past.
Yeah.
She's a good woman. I love her. But she's a slut.
Yeah. And didn't she like say
is
that
a
she
slut.
doesn't want to have sex with him or something?
Yes,
Like
and that's another thing. They have a big podcast, right? And, you know, they were basically talking on this podcast, and he said, yo, she made me wait. Like, she made me wait. And she was like, yeah, you know, I made him wait a while before we had sex. And I'm like, why? Why would I wait when I know you just got fucked by at least 100 dudes? Easy. And you're going to make me wait, and I'm your future husband? You're going to make me wait? Like, I just can't sit here and have a car that has 200,000 miles on it and be like, here you go, here's 100K.
Right.
There's no fucking way. There's no way.
What was the question?
The question was, how do you ladies feel about the fact that a woman can ruin a man's legacy?
Yeah, they can.
Is that what she's done to him?
Absolutely.
Well, just
No. Absolutely. He's being dragged on Twitter, on Instagram, every social media outlet that you can think of. He's being dragged on it. They're making fun of him. He's losing business deals because of it. He's being dragged. His name is tarnished for the rest of his life because he married this promiscuous woman. Yes, she ruined his legacy.
But
Absolutely.
I think that's partially his fault too. Why get with her?
Yeah. he
I
shouldn't.
understand that part,
Makes
but
sense.
how do you guys feel about the fact that a woman can do that to a man?
I think that's crazy.
First of all, yeah, I had that friend, and it was super rich family. But the one reason, like, you know, even though she slept with his father friends, like, you know, so it was like, can you imagine your father-in-law know that you were like before? But at the moment, like, you know, okay, she started changing very quickly. But still, you know, you always meet these friends, they look at you, they stop respect you, you start losing clients. So yeah, I think in this case, men should be definitely check, like, you know, what was in the past, even though love, not love, but it's your family and it's your future. So that's why
Okay, fair enough. What about you? How do you feel about that?
I'm still kind of confused. But
What's confusing you?
he's losing brand deals because his wife used to be a slut.
Well, yeah, think about it, right? Like,
I don't know the whole like situation of it.
okay, so we're
but it
talking about
does
we're talking about a
crazy.
super we're talking about a super very wealthy, well-known individual.
Yeah.
This guy is very well-known. I'm surprised you've never heard of him. Have you heard of Floyd Mayweather?
Yes.
Okay, so he fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Like he's not just
Did he win?
No, he lost,
He
but it was a
lost.
pretty good fight actually.
Okay.
And Floyd Mayweather is undefeated, so losing to him is not a bad thing.
Okay.
My point is that this woman came into his life, and I get what you ladies are saying. That he should have done his research, and I agree 100%. But the fact that you fell in love with this woman, listen, sometimes you can't help who you fall in love with.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I agree. He should have done his research. But the fact that he fell in love with her and he is being dragged, and maybe to you, you don't think that's a big thing. But
No. It sounds like a big thing. I just can't quite conceptualize even why.
well, he
would
went
lose
viral.
Brand deals
He went
because
viral.
his wife used
Well,
to
there's-
sleep around.
Listen,
It just sounds strange.
We live in a society where even like in the rap game,
Mm-hmm.
if someone finds out that you snitched,
Yeah.
you're done.
Your legacy is
I've
tarnished.
I've seen rappers give back $200,000 that they got for a collab. Yo, I'm not working with you because
But,
this
like-
is. Listen, there's people that look down on him now and say, "Yo, you're a simp.
Right.
Yo, you're weak. You're this. You're that. I don't want to be with a man."
He's eluding this like
Abs-
masculinity as
Correct.
his brand.
But he is
That-
a very masculine
That's
dude.
making more sense.
Yeah, so
okay,
he's
that's-
losing
so
all-
now he's turning into like a beta.
Well, essentially, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, all his credibility goes down.
He's
Like,
taking her back right after all these pictures come out of her sleeping with all these other guys. She clearly said I made him wait, but didn't make those other guys wait. It just looks bad.
it looks bad.
It's
Yeah.
a bad
The
look.
thing
Well,
is, even before those pictures,
Put the camera on you when you talk, bro. Oh shit, you don't
yeah.
know. Okay. Hold on. My bad, bro. I don't want to confuse him. So what I'm saying is this: you don't understand this because you're a woman, okay? And
Yeah.
you don't like your boyfriend. He's your boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your boyfriend probably had to build up the reputation that he has right now.
for sure.
Whatever he has,
Yeah.
he built it up. It wasn't given to him. Now, with women, when you're born, whatever you have is just given to you.
It
From
makes
the moment you're born as a woman, you're just given value. You're just born as a woman. Oh my God! Like same thing. I have a daughter and I have a son. My daughter was just everything. My son is you gotta earn whatever you get. Period.
It makes a little more sense in that concept of his brand being masculinity, and then this really like dragging him down. I think
But it
if
doesn't
he was
necessarily
just, like,
matter
in
that his
tech
brand is
or something,
masculinity.
nobody
It's the
would
fact
really
that he's
care.
just a man. Like
No,
you
because
don't.
I feel like if he was in tech or something, nobody would really care. But he's a fighter.
No, even in tech, like if Elon Musk had a promiscuous woman who fucked everybody, no one would want to buy his stocks would go down.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure.
You really don't know the power of reputation, do you?
Because we
Like that's
yeah,
very
so-
naive.
Yeah, we're supposed to have very like if you're political or you're a superstar, you should have perfect family.
Yeah.
For the picture, not picture. I know the people they want divorce, but she said you will be my wife until the end. You will come to every dinner with my
Reputation.
family. You will stay smiling. I don't care what you have. Like okay, you can get your money. You can do whatever you want. And this is like super important. The more you get higher,
Yeah,
like,
well,
you
I
should
see.
be.
I can understand, like, cancel culture is a big deal. So I can understand somebody getting canceled for something that they did. But it seems to be, like, really, like, towing the line, like, kind of dragging it out a bit to be like, okay, well, now your wife did something 20 years ago, so we're going to cancel you.
That's the
But
unfortunate.
she's not even a wife yet, bro.
Yeah, but that's the unfortunate.
Oh, they're
plight.
not married?
No,
No.
he got engaged. They
No.
just got engaged, and imagine when he gets married to her.
Right.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
He has been on the internet since I could remember. Okay, he's actually pretty successful now. You really think he doesn't have a media team that goes and does research on every person he's with? And that's his future wife, his fiance. You don't think he did a whole background check on her and he knew this already?
Yeah.
He has a fight coming up. This is all publicity.
I was about to say,
To
all
sell
publicity
tickets.
is good publicity, right?
Well, no, not that publicity. Not that
Yeah,
publicity.
but Logan has been known for his content to be a really bad, controversial content. He has.
Yeah, but that
he
listen,
actually
hold
recorded-
on. But when you're coming up, you don't mind that type of publicity because it boosts you up. But when you're already established, you don't want that type of publicity
He doesn't
because it
even need
boosts you down.
Yeah, he doesn't even need it.
So it doesn't work like that, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I think his content has been pretty bad. So
I-
I think the whole everybody giving hate to him, he's been used to that for years already. He recorded people committing
Yeah, yeah.
self-delete. He mocked God numbers of times. He his content is not it's a controversial, really talked about content. He's used to people hating on him. He even put out the Netflix documentary that we watched before.
That wasn't him. That was his brother.
Yeah, but when he was talking to his brother, they both said how they're used to people hating on them for years.
Yeah, but baby, you don't again, bro, because fucking women don't understand this,
But
bro.
that's not-
Hold on, let me say something. For a guy, the worst thing you can do is fuck up my reputation.
No, that
Take
ain't-
my hold on, let me finish. Take my money, take my cars, take the house, take whatever you want, but don't fuck with my reputation.
Right.
That's the one thing about a guy. Listen, and I understand most guys are not like me, but I'm telling you, for guys that stand on their shit, their reputation is everything. You can take, bro. I will take all my money. I can get that back. Take the house, I can get that back. Take the car, my reputation,
Yeah.
my honor, you cannot give me that back.
Look
Once
at,
it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, look at Jada Pickett and Will Smith. She fucked his reputation up, right? She ruined that man. She emasculated him.
Because of
So-
the affair with
Hell yeah.
And Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that
his-
fucked them
his
all
wife.
up.
Okay, so ladies, do you understand now how a woman can absolutely destroy a man?
I get the Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith analogy. That I've seen with my own eyes. That
Yeah,
I
but even
understand that I
her.
know.
Let's use regular people for an example. Me and her, right? You see what I do as a living. This is what I do, right? Imagine she goes out there and sleeps with 2 dudes. I'm fucked.
oh yeah,
What?
for
Hold
sure,
on. What did I
100.
do? What did I do? Nothing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm working hard. I'm doing what men are supposed to be doing. I'm providing. Imagine she does something stupid, right? hypothetically, of course. And now everyone's like, oh, this dude's weak. This dude's a simp. Yo, listen, I had nothing to do with that. And that's just the way that men are. And the reason why I'm telling you, and I'm kind of surprised that you're acting like you don't understand it, is because for a guy, that's all we care about.
Yeah.
That is all we care about, bro. This is why guys care so much about being so successful, because of the reputation. When you think about Jay-Z, you don't think about his $1 billion. You think about the reputation that he's built over the years.
Women think about how he cheated on Beyonce.
Nobody gives a fuck about that. I don't care
And
about.
she stayed.
She did stay.
Beyonce's
but
not
that's what
even
comes to
important.
mind.
Depends on what you call cheating. So it would depend.
Yeah, but Beyonce stayed, and Beyonce stayed for a good reason, right? He's a high value man. There was no point in her leaving the relationship. So
I'm just saying that's what we think about when you say Jay-Z.
okay.
Okay, real quick, man. Let me get to the super chat. So we have a super chat from MC. He says, "Ladies, how does a guy who makes 41,000 to 64,000 at the airport, who hits the gym daily, disciplined, and 5'11" compete with rich simps who yachts you have hopped on every weekend? Shout out to Ukraine wife." He's saying shout out to you. So he's saying that how does a guy who makes 41,000 and jumped up from 41,000 to 64,000, how does he compete with the rich simps who have yachts and you're getting on those yachts? And how does he compete with that? There's no way, bro.
Well, you might call me
Can't.
naive again, but I don't think he has to compete with those guys. I think he could find a really nice
Where do you
girl.
live? Where do you live?
Delray.
Delray?
I think he could find...
Are you born and raised in Florida?
No, I was born in Dallas. lived in
Dallas. Okay,
Seattle,
that's
and then
probably
Tel
why.
Aviv.
Okay.
But I think he could find like a nice girl, maybe one that works at the airport with him, and they could have a cute love story.
There
Yeah,
you go,
but-
bro. Fucking Disney. It's absolutely, ladies, you can be ugly or
He's
fat.
saying he goes to the gym every day. He has a decent job. He works hard. If he's not trying to get this model persona that loves to yacht, then he has a choice if he chooses an accessible female.
You don't even understand that even the regular girls are hopping on yachts. Even the ugly girls are hopping on yachts.
Yeah.
Not
Not even.
Does he
just-
live in Miami? Is this like a Miami person?
Yes, actually. Oh wait, no. This is our MC. I know Crypto says he lives in Miami.
Yeah.
I don't know about MC. Shout out to MC, man. I don't know where he lives, but the fact that you don't think he has to compete with wealthier guys, it's very delusional.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
Miami is a bubble. I think if you don't live in Miami,
I agree with that.
yeah, if you don't live in Miami, you're not competing with models and hoes.
Really?
If you live in like a regular town,
I've lived in Miami. I've lived in Baltimore. I've lived in Washington D.C. I've lived in New York for a little bit. I've gone to Boston. Anywhere I've gone, the wealthier guys, the richer guys,
They win.
they win. Period.
I've lived in
right?
Dallas, Seattle, Tel Aviv, and traveled all over the
Okay,
world.
Dallas is nothing compared to New York, D.C., or any of those other cities I named. You're Texas.
Dallas has a lot of money. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
but I'm saying in general, as far as like the competition, I don't think that it's even
I'm
close.
confused. What was the question?
So he's saying that why do regular guys essentially have to? How does a guy compete with like a wealthy millionaire?
There's low key like no competing.
There's no
It's either You
competing.
got it or you don't.
Right.
It's kind of like the 35-year-old that comes in here. She's like, I have experience. I can cook. I can clean. You know, I know exactly what a man wants, but I'm old. You know, you look at the younger 22-year-old. She doesn't have any of that. But as a guy, we're always going to take her just because in our eyes, that's what we value more. We don't care about the fact that the woman can cook, clean, and knows exactly, how to massage me in the right spot. We don't care about that. We're not looking for a 35-year-old woman. We're looking for a younger woman. And for women, their value is money, right? Like they're looking for guys with money. They don't care if the guy has a six-pack. You know how many guys out here have six-packs and don't have girlfriends?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
They
guys
don't
out
got
here.
money.
They don't have money. I know a lot of fat guys in Miami with yachts, and they have
And like 9
10
girls.
10 girls on a yacht. Okay?
That's
I mean, that's how girls are now.
That's
the
what
girls.
I'm saying.
The girls
'cause
are like, but it's. I feel like it's a mindset thing. Like if you would have asked 21-year-old Ashley, I would have hopped on that boat. But now I'm like, oh, 60,000, okay. But he's working out. He's doing what he needs to do. So I would have chose that guy.
I don't know. I think it doesn't just come down to just money. Like it's not always about money. Of course, it plays a big factor. Okay, can you be a provider? can we have a family, things like that. But at the end of the day, if this person is rude to you, beats you, this all the money in the world, I'm not gonna be with you. Sorry.
Facts.
I'd rather be with the broke guy that works at McDonald's.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have another super chat from David Jones. He says Logan Paul deserves to have his reputation ruined. He's fake and phony, typical plastic celebrity with no appreciation for his country. Okay, shout out to David Jones for that one. We have another super chat right here, and this one's from Basil. Your wife is a slut, and she didn't let you fuck for months. And then someone exposed photos of people she fucked. You looked terrible as a man because you accepted and have no standards. And these are, people that are saying about Logan, right? Think about what he's saying. Your wife, right? Not yet, they're not married, but essentially they're engaged. Bro, she made you wait for months.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies, I understand how you guys see it. I get it. You guys are just naive. Oh, if he's in love, it's okay. The way men see it is, I know 100 guys that fucked her, and she made you wait 6 months? What the fuck?
Yeah, a lot of you ladies, what you do is, oh, I actually really like him. So what I'm gonna do is not give him the pussy. I'm not gonna give him the pussy quickly, and it's so weird. It's like it's.
Wouldn't you want to give it?
Well, it's but it's a bass awkward way of thinking, because you're basically saying, okay, I really like him. I'm gonna get married to him, but I let all these dudes hit in like a week. But I'm gonna make him wait.
But
3
bro,
months.
that's the same thing they do when they come on here and they're like, oh, I would never give my man a threesome. But the random guy, oh yeah, he can
gets
have
that.
it.
And I want a fucking threesome.
Right.
That's
That's
what's
so
funny.
weird.
Like, I want the fucking threesome. You gave it to somebody else.
Right.
Now, I've had girls tell me, no, I'm not giving you one.
Yeah, no,
But
I've had girls tell me that
shit
too.
pisses me off.
And so I've had a girl tell me, oh yeah, I had a threesome with this guy because I didn't care about him, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you want to piss a guy off?
Right?
Don't even.
And
tell
then
me.
they're like, oh, but with you, I care about you so much. And I'm like, what?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. To
Yeah,
me.
and it's
How does
Yeah.
how the fuck
Women
does
say
that
it.
make sense? And they're like, oh well, because I'm emotionally attached to you, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't
Also,
make sense.
they're saying because they really like you, they can't see you having sex with another.
Correct.
Woman.
Correct. Yeah, but
Here's
see, here's the
what
thing.
makes it worse.
Yo, bro, you don't have the camera on you, bro. So
Here's
yeah.
what makes it worse. I
Go ahead.
just looked up the facts, and Logan actually knew that she was promiscuous before he even started dating her.
Yeah, and I think
that
this
goes out to the next super chat.
Yeah,
actually.
and I think this is why he was defending her, because I think he kind of knew. D. Fristo says, I believe he knew, and he still chose to move forward. He can't even leave her now without getting dragged. It's a lose-lose no matter what. He's got to take the L and leave her. Okay, cool. So D. Fristo actually
Wait,
has
he's gonna get dragged if he leaves her?
Absolutely. You don't understand. He went.
I don't.
He went viral.
I'm lost, man.
She gives up.
Listen.
I don't get
listen.
it. It seems like that would help save his reputation. If
No.
he's like, okay, fuck her, move
We're-
on, find a good
we're-
girl.
We're trying to tell you how men think, ladies.
She
We're
doesn't
trying
care
to
how
get
men
you
think.
to understand.
That's not true. I'm trying. I can't quite get it.
Look, if you don't get anything, just understand it bothers us. Okay? Don't do it. That's it. You don't even have to understand. We don't like our reputation being tarnished.
But how
That's
would
it.
leaving her not save his reputation?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because it's already done.
I'm gonna tell you how, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how, because he gets with this girl who gets exposed, and he goes viral. He went viral for this, like everywhere. Even Andrew Tate, all these big YouTubers are talking about him. He went viral. Okay, it wasn't just like 10 people talked about this shit. No,
Wait, is this a guy whose fiance's porn star?
no, that's Adam 22.
No, that's Adam
Okay.
22, yeah. But he went viral, and that's another dude that went viral. His reputation is ruined for life, too. So what I'm saying is, he went viral, and now, guess what happens if he dumps her? He goes viral again. Because now they're going to be like, oh, you got dragged for no reason, dummy. This is how men think. Not only did you ruin your reputation by going with her, but now you left her, and now you really took a fat L.
So
Because-
now it's like see it through.
Right. So now it's almost like, but think about it too. Like if a man stays with a woman like her, I don't care what no guy tells you, ladies. If you embarrass your man to the point where he's getting dragged through the internet, he might go home and he might tell the cameras, oh, we're good. But when you go home, he's looking at you like, yo, I'm embarrassed.
Like I'm disgusted.
I'm disgusted. Like there's millions of people talking about you right now. Like, why do
That's
I
his
have to
fault.
deal with the fact that you did this? And again, I agree.
That's his fault.
But when you fall in love, bro, sometimes you just don't fucking. You don't fucking. You
Well,
know what I
then he
mean?
better marry her and
Then you need to
ride
take
off
that
to the
into-
sunsets and call it a
Yeah,
day.
you need to take that into accountability as well. Okay, you're gonna fall in love with this person, but make sure you know her in and out. You know?
But regardless of whether or not he knew, women still have the power to tear down a man's relationship just by him merely associating himself with her. And I think that's the basis of the question. They're using their relationship as an example, but for the question.
Let me ask the ladies a quick question. What if she came out with like a public service announcement, like not even just to him, but like maybe like, I'm really sorry about what I did.
No.
I tarnished my man's reputation. This isn't right. Do you think she should have did anything like that, or she just shut up and just let everybody drag him?
No, I feel like
She
definitely
totally should have done a
spoke
PR
up.
speech for sure.
So maybe talk to him personally, but also do something publicly because he's being
Totally.
publicly shamed.
Totally.
Okay, I think that might be fair. I mean, it
Okay, let's
probably
go
won't
around the
help it,
table
but-
on this one. So you think that, correct? She should have
Yeah.
done it. Okay, what about you? What do you think?
I don't know.
You said no.
No, I don't know.
She said she doesn't know. Very profound. What about you?
I think she should have, because she already emasculated him enough in the public eye, so now she has to show who wears the pants in the relationship, and that's apologizing on her behalf in front of everybody.
Okay, what about you? What do you think?
No, yeah, I think for sure she should have said something. She should have went public and said, like, look, I apologize for my past actions, or, you know, but we're moving forward from this, or we're putting it behind us. I don't know.
I
Okay.
mean, she's probably ashamed too, right?
Yeah, she's got to be embarrassed.
I don't know if this calls for an entire press conference, but
I mean, he's being dragged. He's losing deals. He's losing this,
Yeah.
that, and the third. I think it
What-
definitely calls for, like,
It doesn't
something
have to be a
very
press
public.
conference, but she could do a PR speech.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Go on her
Okay,
Instagram.
real quick, hold on.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think she should have done?
No, she shouldn't say. Listen, first of all, okay, he already looks like weak in front of the people, so that's why the best way he should show that he can change it, and just the way she will say, okay, I'm sorry, why? You can do it, anything. So from that moment, he should exactly change her life, and he should be involved, and he should show
I think,
everyone
yeah,
that
he
he
should
can
speak.
change. Yeah, he could, like, I don't know, the way she styled, the way she looks, the way she goes out, and then maybe people step by step they will start to respect him because he did something, and then the woman say, okay, try to handle the situation. Again, he's weak. I don't know about
Ukraine. I fuck with you,
I'm
Ukraine.
not moving.
I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you, because it just makes him look worse.
Yeah, it's
It just like making a statement just makes him look like it's like you're admitting.
Can you help
that's
me,
why I was
girl?
like, I don't know. I don't see
It's
the
like
benefit of her
it's like
saying
you're just
anything.
listen, guys. Me and Logan, we're good now, but yeah, I understand I was a slut. Like, you know, we're moving forward. I'm not like that anymore. It's wrong. You just don't admit that shit. Just it's like she says, live your life, and what happens is throughout time, people judge you on that, right? People judge you. Like when I came out of prison, I knew I didn't want to be labeled as a felon my whole life. So I said, I'm going to change my life. And I understand 10 years from now, no one's even going to think about the fact I went to prison because they're going to judge me on what I did recently, right? So I think that's a good advice right there. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, real quick, ladies. So in today's day and age, I believe that women take their jobs far more serious than they take men. So I wanted to get the ladies' opinion on that. Do you think a woman takes her 9 to 5 more serious than she does her actual boyfriend? We'll start with you.
Generally, I think yes, but in my relationship, I don't.
Okay, so you work 9 to 5. You have a full-time job?
I actually, so when I was in New York, I worked on Wall Street in investment banking. But we moved to Florida like 6 months ago, and then I took a step down, and I took a part-time job so I could be home more, and so that I can take care of everything so he doesn't need to worry about anything, and he could focus on his career and build from there. He doesn't need to worry about food, laundry, the house is clean, everything is clean. So I work like 30 hours a week.
I like you. I like you. Let's talk to Miss Finance, right? You're in finance? Okay,
Oh,
what do you
well.
think about that?
I think I agree that women are choosing their careers over their boyfriends or husbands.
And why do you think that, though?
That's just what they're being taught for some reason with the feminism and all that crazy stuff that's going around. They're saying, oh, go, you know, like she said, she's been raised to be like support herself, to stand on her own 2 feet, which is fine. But do you really want to?
Right. You show up on time to your job. Your boss can tell you what the fuck to do. He can fire you, hire you. The women are way more submissive to that job than they are the actual
People,
guy.
yeah.
It's very weird. Do you think more men should hire their women? If maybe they would listen to their husbands or boyfriends more if they had a job where they could hire them? Like, I'm paying you.
Yeah.
You know what? I think some women wouldn't even work for their man. I still think they would probably choose
I would
the
so
job.
work for mine.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about that?
Which part? That was like 5 questions.
Well, my initial question: do you think women take a 9 to 5 more important, or do they treat that more important than they actually treat a man?
Yes,
Okay, and why?
they do. They take it more seriously. Because they have their own apartment to pay for, they have their own food to pay for, they have their own car payment to pay for. Like, a lot of men these days aren't actually being that traditional role. So, like, they have to provide for themselves. They have to pay their own bills. So, yeah, I think, you know, the 9 to 5 is livelihood.
So if she loses the man and she doesn't have a job, let's say she doesn't decide to work a 9 to 5 and she's just up under her man and he's taking care of everything, can't she just go out and get a job? I mean, why does she have to save? Why do women keep talking about saving money, or what are you saving for? Like, couldn't you go back to your parents' house? Or why are women so scared? They feel like they need this like reserve of money while they're with their guy. Why can't they just, okay, he dumped me, I don't have any money, I'll go get a fucking job?
I would say to prepare themselves for a breakup. It's like I was saying about the
Or retirement.
divorce earlier. No,
It doesn't have to be a breakup. It could also be for retirement. Like, at some
you're not
point
saving. Half of the women are not saving for retirement.
They're not. They're
like
buying,
at all. Trust me, nobody's saving for retirement. But like I would say that they're
How old are you, Hope?
33.
Okay, Hope, go ahead. Sorry.
well, yeah, that's all I'm
Because
saying.
you understand 401k is gone.
401k is probably the worst way to save
Social
for.
Security, gone.
Well,
Yeah,
you're a
it's good.
financial advisor.
That's why I'm letting
But-
you know 401k is probably the worst thing
Well,
anybody can have.
I'm saying for Hope, because Hope still thinks that you can save for that. All that's gone. 401k is gone. Social Security, like you.
It's
You
not
can
gone.
still have
You-
a Roth IRA. You can still have a HISA account.
Yeah,
you
but
can
mo-
still
how
be
many people
putting
are
money
really? How
away
many?
and
The
saving
average
money.
person, how many people?
They don't have it.
The
Yeah.
average person has 401k and a Roth IRAs. They're both tied to the market, so you still always lose. You don't account for your losses because you don't pay attention to it, because we're not taught to pay attention to it. So a Roth IRA is not even safe. If you want something safe, now you will. But let's not get into that because I could talk all day.
Yeah,
But-
but what I'm saying, and I understand maybe for you, but for the average person, they're not worried about that. Okay, what about you?
Do you think women take a 9 to 5 more serious than they take a man?
I know for damn sure I do.
You do
I know.
massages. You take massages more
I
important
do
than
more than massages, but
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
I definitely take, well, just because, like she said, I was raised to be very independent because,
Independent.
yeah,
Yes.
like real bad. Like I take care of myself. Right now, me being 20 years old, I take care of my family, my mom, my sister, my brother.
It's amazing.
So,
Okay. That's
you
a
know what
lot.
I'm saying? So
Well, so what did your mom do?
my mom got sick, so I'm trying to help her, get back on her feet. She's just now being able to, okay, let's find a job, let's go to work, whatever the case may be. But I was taking care of her. I still am taking care
What
of
does
her.
your father do?
We're not gonna talk about my father.
Well,
He works hard. He has his own business. He's a detailer, but at the same time, like, we're not gonna talk about that. Long story short, yes, I do think that.
why don't
women-
you want to talk about them? Because it's his duty to provide and protect for you guys.
Yeah, he's not.
So
no.
then why should he be in the house if he's not providing and protecting? He needs to
That's
leave.
a question for my mom.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't believe
don't
that
get it
women.
either.
I don't believe that women should sit here and
Take care of a
take
man.
care of a guy.
That's what I'm
Absolutely
saying.
not.
So, exactly, you've
Yeah,
just
but-
gotten a little glimpse of what I've been dealing with. So think about how I was raised.
Yeah,
to
but
definitely
how
be the
how is it
provider.
fair for your mother to allow you to provide for the household when she has a husband? Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel bad for you
Yeah.
because that's not your duty, right? And
Yeah.
your father should feel ashamed for that.
He doesn't. I don't even think he realizes what's going on.
Well, then who's paying? If he's not paying the bills, he knows the money's coming from somewhere.
Well, no. So essentially, he has his own business. He's a detailer, whatever the case may be. He pays for the rent.
Okay.
That's literally it. And then sometimes he don't even got rent.
Right.
So what he does with his money, I don't even know.
Yeah, but there's a problem there.
I know there's a big problem.
Okay, but and if nothing gets done about it, it's just going to continue to be a
It's-
problem.
Yeah, I know.
And that also affects your dating. Because now
Absolutely.
you
Oh,
have
yeah,
you have this
100%.
wall up. You got to take care of all these
Always.
people.
That's why I really am single, because my relationships in the past have not been good because, number one, I'm either too independent. I struggle with being submissive.
You look like you have a little attitude. She looked like she.
Another
she-
thing
she-
too is this, bro. Listen,
Oh.
if you were to date her, you also are taking her problems on.
Yeah.
And I as a man, I would never date a woman that is supporting her family because it's my job to support for you.
Yeah.
And
That was the
so-
main problem in my last relationship.
Yeah.
He was like, what's going on? Like, you shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, well, it's either you're going to deal with it or you're going to leave. Boom.
And here's the problem too. The other problem with piggyback off of what he said is that even if I'm not financially helping you, I gotta hear about that shit every fucking day.
Yeah.
So you're gonna trauma dump on me. My mom did, my dad did. I gotta hear that shit every single day. So
Well, not even,
it
'cause-
affects me.
No, not even, because that was another problem that I wouldn't talk about it, and I would just be to myself. But then I go quiet for days.
But that's what I'm saying. It
Then
still
I don't
affects
wanna,
me.
It
you
still
know-
affects him.
Yeah,
though.
because now.
Yeah, because now I don't want to show love to you.
Exactly.
I don't want to do this, that, or
Yeah.
the third. I want to
Exactly.
be by myself in my head, in my zone.
Exactly.
So yeah, I got a lot of, but yes, I think.
What's your where you from? Like, where's your family from?
my nationality
Yes.
or where we were raised? My mom's Cuban and my dad
God
is.
damn it! I knew it was Cuban. I knew it. I didn't want to say it, but
Why
I knew it
did
was
you
Cuban.
know that?
Because we have a lot. It's Miami. It's
Yeah,
Cubans
it's
everywhere.
Miami.
Yeah.
It's
Miami's
Cubans
Cuban.
everywhere, but typically Cubans come in here with the same stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like every Cuban comes in here with this. My dad cheats and my mom cheats back, and that's just that's just the way they say it is, right? And and I provide for this, and I'm a very independent woman, and I have to be this way, and it's like you don't have to be that way.
Yeah. I don't know. I was never. So yeah, my mom's Cuban, my dad's Jamaican and Vietnamese, but I don't know. The way I was raised, I definitely take a 9 to 5 way more serious than a guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into your business, but if I were you, I get it. If I were you, I wouldn't sit here and tolerate that. I would
No,
tell
no.
my mom, listen, he's got to go. He's got to go.
Trust me, I have.
He's
Well,
got to
but
go.
her mom's sick, so then who's gonna pay the rent?
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
already. She just said he wasn't even
She-
paying the rent sometimes.
That's
So
what
ain't
I'm
no
saying,
the way
so-
she's not. They're not missing out on anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I could have my mom and my sister with me, they would live with me 100%.
here's the worst thing that a man can do to a woman: make her feel like he can't be trusted. That's
Yeah.
the worst thing that a man. And we're not talking about infidelity. We're talking about just rent here.
Yeah, in general.
Like, imagine if I just couldn't pay rent this month,
Yeah.
and moving forward, there's gonna be a part of her, even if I could pay it next month.
I
That's
think
always
why
gonna
we-
wonder:
I think
is
that's
he gonna
why
pay
we
rent
do
this
save.
month?
I think that's why
That's
we
why you save. You save for a rainy day.
A rainy day. When he says, "Damn, babe, I don't have 500 to put towards the rent," but I'm like, "Oh, don't even worry about it because I got it in my pocket."
Nah, that's crazy. We got a super chat from Basil. He says, Julissa, if a guy fully provides for you and makes you naturally submit and supplies double the lifestyle you have now, would you be okay with if he said, we are moving away because your family is toxic? Would you be okay with that?
I actually would 100% be okay with
Okay.
it.
Now, how about this, though? Would you feel bad about, leaving your mom
Yes.
and family behind?
Of course. My brother's incarcerated. He's in prison. So I would worry about that. I would worry about my little sister and her health. I would worry about my mom. My brain would probably be fried, but I know at the end of the day, I got to focus on my life.
You're
I'm
20.
Only
You have
20.
so much.
I'm
the
only
whole life
20.
ahead of
You know what
you.
I'm
So
saying?
much.
Wait, so let me ask you this, though. So the ideal guy comes through. He's going to take care of you. But he's telling you, listen, this right here is it's gonna cause a lot of issues. Your family situation is gonna cause a lot of issues. I need you to come with me so I can take you away so that we can build. But you have to leave your family behind. You can't sit here and worry about them, even though you're gonna do that regardless, right?
Of course.
You're still gonna leave your family.
As long as I can take care of them, yeah.
No. He's saying that you are not allowed to take care of them anymore.
No, then
Yeah.
no. Sorry, no. Absolutely not.
That's admirable, but it's hard for
gotta
any
think,
guy that
you know
you
what I'm
get into a
saying? Like,
relationship with.
Yeah.
And it's
Let's
it's
say-
very unfair. It's like
let's say-
they're getting into a relationship with. It's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose. And all this because your father can't sit here and do what he's supposed to do.
Not even. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. I was gonna.
Yeah,
defend.
I was gonna say, well, not even what. Like if your father,
I'm trying to defend
Yeah.
a little bit, but no.
because if your father does
Reality
his
of it
job,
is,
if
yeah.
your father does his job, then everything else falls into place.
I don't think that he understands. Well, he has to understand that his actions, comes with consequences and stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's say he detailed a car. He makes $1,000.
Bro, he
in
needs
one
he
day,
needs
right?
like 3 jobs.
Like-
Fuck the
Yeah.
detailing.
Come on,
And
like, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna lie. His business is great, but is it that great? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It ain't-
if you
it ain't
can't
great
even
if
come
he-
up on rent, but it's
Nah, it
because
ain't
he's
great.
doing other
That ain't
things.
great.
It's
Yeah.
because
There
you're doing
are a
other
lot
things.
of people struggling though. Like
Where's
this is
your
a
money
tough time,
going?
and
You know what I'm saying?
Life.
Where's your
I
money
like
going?
you because you just make excuses for everybody.
well, it's not an excuse. It really is a tough time in life for a lot of people. Like a lot of people are struggling with their money, struggling to pay
Yeah.
rent. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's
It's real.
it's
yeah.
hard. Yeah, like it's
Are
real.
you struggling right now?
No, I'm not. I'm fine.
But
I
regardless,
have
Okay.
sympathy and empathy for other people who are really very much so struggling.
Okay.
regardless of it, but as a man, he needs to figure it out.
Well, that's what I'm
Totally.
trying to get where.
Just
Totally.
gotta figure it out.
Yes, but
Move somewhere where rent is cheaper. Figure out how to get your family in a position so he can do Uber. There's a bunch of shit he can do. There's no excuse to be broke. There's
And
no
that's what I was gonna get
excuse
at.
To be poor here.
My thing with you is because you're making excuses for them, it makes it seem like it's okay. And what I'm saying is it's never okay. As a father, it is never okay for your family to not have. Period. That's our sole purpose in this life is just to provide. That's it. Whether it be one job, two jobs, three jobs. I've had two jobs before. I used to serve at a restaurant and then go work Uber right after. And I used to be on no sleep, but as long as my kids were good, I didn't care. And so, you know, when you say, well, there's people genuine, yes, but there's also people out here working three jobs.
Yeah.
So it's
Making it
just,
happen.
I just hate excuses. I'm just not really big on excuses, which is why, again, earlier, me and you kind of also disagreed on the whole abortion thing because it comes down to taking away accountability, right? When you sit here and you say, oh, you know, my dad has a detailing business. He does really good sometimes, but he has to be accountable. Rent's
Yeah.
due every month on the 1st.
That should be your main focus.
Like,
That's the only thing you
so
gotta pay for.
When we sit here and say, oh, people are struggling, but then you take away from that accountability. You know, here's what I noticed. For successful people, even in recessions, we're always good.
I made money in the recession.
We're always good because there's no excuses for us. Like, you know, if I have to work 5 jobs, bro, I don't know how I'll do it. Maybe I'll do Uber. Maybe I'll do online sales on my phone. I'll figure it out. But you got to figure out a way.
Ladies, there's this thing called panic mode, right? Where a guy goes, oh shit, I lost my job. I'm a DJ. When the virus hit, I literally was like, I had no DJ jobs because we weren't allowed to be in clubs together. So I'm like, damn, what can I do? How can I make some money? I started selling freaking Purell and started selling stuff that people couldn't get. And I made over $100,000. But that was because something clicked in me to, yo, I'm not making no money. What can I do? And every guy has that. So if he's not doing that, something's wrong. Because
I
we
disagree.
get. You
I
disagree
don't-
that every guy has that?
Yeah, I don't think every guy has that.
Well, every guy has it, but it's their choice to exercise it or not. It sounds to me like
Okay.
he's just.
Do you
Does
think
it,
that
just
your
giving up
dad
or
is
he's lazy?
choosing to not do it because he know you'll just cover it?
I don't even think he knows that I'm covering it. That's the problem.
But
Gotta
see,
get paid somehow.
and that's what I mean.
So he's living
Someone's
in La La
paying for it.
Land.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's living in La La Land.
No, but
What-
someone's
but
paying
this
it.
is the
is
thing. So okay. Damn, I don't really want to go into like.
It's up
you
to
know?
you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Long story short, I don't think he realizes that everything else is getting paid not by savings, by Julissa. That's where it's getting paid from.
Okay.
you gotta tell him.
Yeah, at least fucking tell him. He should know what's the fuck's
Yeah,
going on.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this situation. I know you don't want to go deep into it, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's killing you. Look at it. It's
Yeah.
literally killing you, and yet you're
But
like,
see, what I can say is I'm fortunate enough to have good jobs, have good people around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here hustling hard every day. Being 20 years old, I live in a condo in Miami. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
taking care of my family. I'm fine. But realistically,
You're
how
not fine.
fine are you?
can I ask a
Because-
question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Only just because from experience with my family, like I'm 26, but when it was happening, I got to a point where I had to just not care. Doesn't mean I don't love them, but because you start living for your family and then you realize you're 26 and you that's it.
Yeah. and you're
So
only
do you
living for
think
them.
that, I mean, you're 20 now. I guess this is a better time to realize it than later.
Yeah.
That you're going to have to just be like, Mom, no.
I
Dad,
can't.
no.
I don't got it in me.
Well, that's
Ashley.
healthy
I
boundaries,
really
though.
do
You may
not
not have
have
it
it
in
in
you
me.
Ashley,
now.
Ashley,
Your fist bump. I knew it. God damn it, Eric.
I do.
See, no, I
Like,
can't.
you
I
may
agree.
not have it now because I didn't have it. Like, literally up till maybe a couple of months ago, I was still doing that, taking care of. Like, it's always one family member, my sister, my mom, my somebody.
Yeah, whether it be one of
And
the
then,
three.
you know what? I'm like, fuck you. I moved.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love.
No, I can't.
I
Yeah.
love. I'm still
saying
here
that
for
right
you.
now.
I'm still here for you. Like, you call me, I got you. But I can't because, like, my
It's
life.
messing up my
This is not a
future.
dress rehearsal. I don't get to
Yeah.
redo this.
Ashley,
unfortunately.
that's really smart of you to do that, by the way. A lot of women get caught up in their feelings, and I can't because I'm
I
gonna
mean, you
feel
do,
this way.
and I was. So you have to, I guess, when you're ready or when you're finally like had enough, you'll be like,
Yeah.
Well, here's
I feel
what
like
happens.
It's gonna take a lot for me
It takes
to
time.
get to
It
that
takes
point
time.
where I'm like, yo, like, no.
Well, here's
more.
what's gonna happen. You're gonna get tired of it eventually,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're probably gonna have to leave, or well, because you don't live with them, right?
No, I
Okay.
live by myself.
Okay, so you're already gone. So
Oh, yeah.
when the
That's
money
good.
when the money stops coming in, your dad's gonna all of a sudden magically realize the bills ain't getting paid. You know how right now you're like, oh, my dad doesn't really know how it's getting paid. Well, stop
He'll
paying
know.
it.
He'll know.
Stop
Oh,
paying
yeah,
it,
for
and he'll know
sure.
real
He'll
quick.
know
Be
real
like,
quick.
hold on,
The
what's,
bill, yeah, the
what's
bills.
this about?
Yeah,
Like,
the
hello.
bills are getting paid, but you're actually, believe it or not, and this is gonna be hard to hear.
No, I probably heard it before. Go ahead.
You're actually hurting your family.
Yeah, I know. I've
You're,
heard that
you're
before.
actually hurting your family by
'Cause I'm-
taking your dad's responsibility. You're hurting your family.
Yeah, I agree with that. You see, like, I know what I'm doing.
You just
I'm-
need the time to.
I'm not oblivious at all. Like, I know exactly
Yeah.
what I'm doing. I know that I need to stop, but it's like, not right now.
I would never tell anyone to not be there for their family. But
Of
then it's
course
like,
not.
at what cost?
Yeah.
Like,
How far are you
How
gonna
far,
go,
you know?
Yeah.
The guy that you broke up with, he broke. I guess he left.
I broke up with him.
You broke up with him. Okay, damn. So he still stayed even though with your situation.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't know much about it. He only got like a little.
That's
Because I'm a
cap.
very private person.
That's cap.
He can only know so much. Whatever I share. Like, let's say, I guess, yeah, he knew.
He knew.
A bit.
He knew. Yeah.
He
Because
knew
here's
a
the thing. There's
bit.
no way I'm dating a girl and I don't know what she's going through. There's no way.
Well, no, I didn't. With all due respect, I didn't trust him.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we're together, but I knew I was on my way out. Like, I'm like, no. So really, when we first started getting together, me and my family were good. You know, I wasn't really supporting them. Obviously, I have my trauma, but whatever the case may be, whenever they needed me, I would go over and spend time with them. But when it got to like the middle end of our relationship, that's when, you know, my family went through a lot of things. And that's when he was like, oh, like, why are you doing? But then he's a single child. So we would fight a lot. You know,
Yeah.
he's like an only child. You know what I'm saying? So I would fight with him like, you don't know what like you don't know what I'm doing. You don't understand. You don't even have siblings. It's just, you know.
Oh, you were guilting him. Okay, we got a
Yeah,
super
it
chat
was
real quick from
bad.
Captain Caveman. He says, "You need to quit. You're just enabling your dad to not be the man that he needs to be. Sit down and have that discussion with your dad and explain to him." Okay, that's from Captain Caveman. Shout out to Captain, man.
Okay.
Thanks, Kate, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, man. Listen,
I
ladies.
agree too. You feel me? I agree with all of you guys.
Yeah, but
I-
it's like talking to someone that's like, yeah, you're right, but they're not
Yeah.
gonna do shit about it.
Yeah.
It-
I
Yeah.
mean, she will in time.
with time. That's
In
what I'm
time.
saying. Ashley got me.
I got
like
you.
with
In
time,
time.
yeah. But think about it. Like in time, you could have saved up for a brand new car.
for sure, 100.
In time, you could have saved up
Yeah.
for something else. You could have done something for yourself. I think one of the most attractive things that a woman can do is save up money so that when you meet this guy of your dreams, you're like, yo, listen, I've been waiting for you. I got a nice little 15K in the savings, like, just so you know I'm all in. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sitting here trying to get you for your money or nothing like that. But the thing is, what women do is they sit here and they're living life, broke as fuck, in debt. They owe credit cards. And then when a guy comes in, he has to take care of all that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. We got another super chat, too, right there from Basil. He says, Steve, bring Julissa to the dark side. Make her naturally be submissive and vlog so we can watch her grow.
I got you, Basil. I got you.
Okay.
Cute.
That's not cute.
God
That's
dang,
not cute at all.
Basil.
Okay. Go ahead. You have another question?
So, ladies, I want to switch gears because we've been getting a little deep. I want to know how toxic you ladies are, at least to ask some dating questions. Let's go back to the dating stuff, all right? So we'll start here because she was talking a lot. We'll start with you. A man that you're interested in a man that you are interested in asked you out on the first date. But when the check comes, or you ask him out, you ask him out on the first date. And when the check comes, he gives you the check. Is that wrong?
No, of course.
She said, of course.
We never pay
No,
in
but-
Ukraine. It's
But
like
you asked-
like
you
Let her
asked-
go first. Let her go
like,
first.
I don't know. It's
Let her go first. Let her go
gosh,
first.
I heard that it's happened in America. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they can
Wait,
give
you said it.
like,
You
a
heard?
check. Yeah, I heard. I mean, like I heard, and everyone in shock. The girls who came from Ukraine, and they said like in Instagram, "Do you know what happened today? You know, he gave me the check, or he split the check," and everyone, gosh, like leave this country. Never in Ukraine. It's like red flag. We are leaving. It's no.
All right, lady.
But you left your husband to go travel and left him in the country to fight a war.
Well, yeah, she kind of had to, though. She
so-
couldn't stay there.
So,
She's like, I'm
ladies, I
gone.
kind of fumbled my words. So, again, you asked him out on a date. You like him. When the check comes, he hands you the check.
I just want to say I don't think that women should pay for dinner on a first date. I don't. But if I'm the one who invited him, that I'm gonna pay. That's just manners. If you invite someone, you're gonna pay. If you invite someone home, you make sure there's food ready and the house is clean. That's just what you do when you invite someone. Actually, a little backstory. I actually asked my boyfriend out. Like, I met him at a juice bar. He was behind the counter, and he was flirting with me. And I was like, okay, you don't need to give me a free drink. You could just give me your number. And then we were texting, and then I took him out for dinner that week. And because I asked him out to dinner, I paid. We've been together for 3
Damn.
months.
Okay.
Yeah,
That rarely ever
that's
happens.
not something I would recommend.
But that's the only dinner I ever paid for. Just the
And
first
I'm
one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why is because the first date is where you set the expectation for the rest of the relationship, right? Like, it's symbolism, right? So when you go on a first date, I'm bringing flowers, I'm opening the door, I'm taking you to dinner, I'm paying for valet, I'm taking you to a nice spot, I'm paying for dinner. I'm letting you know this is what you have to expect moving forward, right? I take you home, I'm waiting for you to get into the house, I don't leave until you leave, right? Like, I'm showing you these, because ladies pay attention to this shit.
They do.
Right?
We do.
Now, if I sit here and let you pay for dinner, listen, that was our first date. You're gonna go home like, oh, damn, he did let me pay though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, and granted, you could have it, but it's very rare. It's rare when it works out after that, because you just set the standard. And I don't know. I've never. First of all, I've never let a girl pay, but especially on a first date, I don't think I could ever let a girl pay for my dinner. It'd be weird.
I have let a girl pay, but it was not the first date. I think it was like maybe the third or fourth date.
How'd you feel?
It felt weird. It felt weird, but I was just like, I really didn't want to go. I'm gonna be honest. She really like planned it all out and did all this stuff, like made a reservation. So I was like, okay, I'll go. Like, cause it was like some dinner somewhere in Wynwood. But I mean, she had it all. I mean, it wasn't my birthday or anything either. It was just like a regular date. I didn't feel bad though. It was cool. She only did it one time.
You should be
and
ashamed
never
of
did.
yourself, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, what about you?
No.
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 Okay. I like that. I like you, actually. I think you're pretty smart.
I try.
Yeah, I
No.
think you're pretty smart. Okay.
I mean, not the first date. I mean, there's time when I'm like, oh, babe, let me take you out to dinner. But we've been
Listen, I
dating
don't mind
for a
that.
minute.
I don't
That's
mind her
different.
being like, baby, let me take you out to dinner.
Yeah.
But here's my card.
Okay, so
You know what I
give,
mean?
so you give Jules your card.
Bro, say all the
Like,
time.
babe, you
Okay.
heard that? Give me
But-
your card.
Yeah, bro, you want to take me out to dinner? Here's my card, right? Like, why?
Has Jules paid for anything though, Eric? Not, it's been
Okay,
one
yes,
thing.
yes.
Besides birthday shit.
That's what I was gonna say for my birthday. So for my birthday was the first time she's ever paid for anything. She wasn't here that day. You remember that was
Yeah.
like fucking last week.
Yeah, it was
And I got home and she had like a little surprise for me. She had bought everything obviously on her own because I would have seen her buying it.
Okay,
but
okay.
but other than that, yeah, she's never paid for anything. And even then, that was the first time anyone's ever done anything for me like that. So I felt kind of awkward, celebrating my birthday because I was like, oh shit, this is how people feel. But yeah, it's just weird to me. I actually told her, I was like, yo, you shouldn't. I told her, I was like, yo, I appreciate this, but like that doesn't really matter to me. You know what I mean? Like what matters to me is the fact that you're here every day, we're together every day, and we're supporting each other every day, and you take care of me and I take care. That's what I care about. But yeah, I hate to say it, that was the first time she's ever paid for anything. Was last week during my birthday. Okay, what about you?
If it's the first date and I invited him, if I specifically asked him out, I do agree with you. I think it's just manners to pick up the check or at least split it. Like if I invited him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and especially if I picked out the restaurant, like you can't just expect a man to pay for everything, especially if you invited him.
Yeah. And I get you, ladies. And I think that applies with other women, right?
Right.
Like if you invite your girlfriend out, I'm assuming you're going to pay. But you're saying it's manners. I think for a gentleman, it's manners to not let your girl pay. And
But she's not your girl yet. It's the first date,
well,
right?
just
Is that
in
what
general.
we're talking
If
about?
we're if
It's
we're
first
listen,
impression.
this is again where I date to be intentional. I'm not just going out on a date. If I'm going out on a date with some chick that I don't care about, shit, maybe I would let her pay. I don't know. But because I don't do that, I've only had 4 relationships my whole entire life. I'm 35. So I'm dating with intentions, right? So I'm not letting that girl pay.
I would at least offer to pay.
No,
for sure.
Yeah, of
bro,
course they
Steve, we got to talk after the show, bro.
I would at least offer.
We got to talk.
Look, Eric, I'm looking for a sugar mama, bro. I need a woman to pay for all my
we
shit.
got to talk about that, bro. Even Basil's 21. He wouldn't let a girl pay.
I've seen Basil let a girl pay.
When?
Oh.
This was Basil. We got to talk. bro.
Called out.
When?
top.
Oh, Basil.
He's
Basil.
not here. He's
Wait.
getting called
Basil.
out.
When did he let a girl pay?
It was just for drinks. I think we were.
Oh,
we
I
were
might
at the
do that.
Wait,
I'll pay for
what?
drinks.
He doesn't drink. You
Yeah,
talking about when we went
bar.
out?
Yeah. When we went out for his birthday.
He let somebody pay for him?
Well, that's
Yeah.
different too, because it's a birthday
How?
drink.
We had bottles.
Damn, he's putting
I
him
saw
out there.
Look,
We
don't
had
let me put
Bro,
Basil
we
on the
had,
spot.
hold on. Basil's calling right now. Hold on. Hold on. How the fuck, bro?
Call
Bro,
Basil.
we had bottles. Yo, Basil.
No, I'm not, bro. Oh my God, I knew he was gonna say that.
Never had a girl pay for myself. My
That's
life.
bullshit, Basil.
Basil, we had bottles.
Dead ass, bro. A girl didn't pay for shit. I was
Yo.
giving bread away.
Whatever,
but
Basil.
yeah, that's because we were at the strip club, to be fair. But
Oh my
oh, no, he's saying that you let a girl pay for your drinks.
No, I don't even drink.
You were drinking on your birthday, bro.
Yeah, but we had bottles.
He had literally 3 bottles on the
bottles.
table.
I saw Basil at the bar with it. I'm telling you.
No.
Basil, you don't even remember what happened. You were drunk, bro. Yo,
Bro, why you trying to do me like that? You know damn well I never let a girl pay.
Oh my God. All right, Basil, you're capping right now.
All right,
bro.
catch y'all.
All right, bro. So yeah, I've never seen him pay. He's 21. Real quick, actually, shout out to him. We have a super chat. Ladies, do you like men that are persistent? And when is it attractive? When they are persistent, and when is it a turnoff? So he's saying, when is persistence attractive, and when is it a turnoff, ladies? We'll start off with you. Go ahead.
I don't know the first word.
Persistence, like
Yeah.
when a guy just won't give up. He's pursuing you. He's resilient, right? Like he won't stop.
Yeah.
Try.
Keeps calling you, keeps trying to get your number, keeps trying to take you out on dates.
That's the reason I married my husband.
That's the reason you married your husband? Okay.
Shout out to
Yeah,
you.
like before that, as you, I was working since I was like 6 years old, and I didn't care about.
Whoa. You were working since you were 6?
Yeah, so I came to school. It was first grade. I bought 1 books and.
How you working at 6?
Yes, I came to school in front, and then I resell the books, and then like I made like 50 cents more, and then I got the money. So for me it was okay. And then they call my mom and they say, please tell your daughter she should stop this. And they get my
She been
money.
trying to make
yeah,
money
sorry,
since
because
young.
I had
Okay.
also whole
Entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah, with my dad. So that's why it's influence, and I wanted to say it will never stop. It's 33, never stop. If you're not stop right now, it will get worse and worse. No, I mean like about taking about your parents. And
Okay,
then,
so
like,
so
I
you
was-
you married him because he was persistent?
Yeah, so I was very like determined. I need to work. I need to do. He came first one. I said no. Like then he comes again, and like it was maybe for 2 years, and
Damn,
he
2
said,
years.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like some unreal story, but he proposed me, and I said no, and I went for Africa for 1 year, and I just blocked him everywhere. But
You
he's-
turned his proposal down?
I needed to go to Africa.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, give me 1 second. Hold on. So we have a super chat real quick from GK Rock. Shout out to you, man. Ladies, how do you find happiness in your life? We'll go back to that question real quick. Ladies, how do you find happiness in your life? We'll start off with you. Go.
What makes me happy is like small things, like being around people that I love, enjoying the moment, being zen, not being, because I worked in clubs, and being in clubs, fast life, You're in Miami, it's a fast life. So I like being zen. I like being with the people that I love, enjoying real time, not being on social media, not, having this facade or this act, or it's terrible in Miami.
You know what I realized about women that were born and raised here? They understand the difference between like Miami nightlife and just like regular life.
Yeah.
Because she was, after she came from Brazil, she was raised here. And she tells me all the time, like, people that come here, they think that this is Miami, and it's not. So, okay, so just being at home, family, people you care about. What about you? How do you find your happiness?
God, number 1.
Okay, shout out to you.
And then my relationship, I'm perfectly content. I'm fulfilled. I love serving my man. I love taking care of the household. I am very big on family and family values. I work with children, so my job makes me really happy. I don't know. I actually learned that, like, that chemical that women release when they have sexual relations, oxytocin or something like that. Oxytocin, yeah. So it actually gets released when women are doing something for another person. So I cook all the time. I clean all the time. It's like the basis of my content. So whenever I'm doing something for my man or for my family, I'm very happy. I'm very joyous. So like when I worked in corporate, the 9 to 5, I was super drained. But when I started staying home more, I actually started doing more. Like I'm really busy. I'm doing stuff all throughout the day, but I'm never tired because I'm always giving to someone else, and giving to someone else actually fills my cup.
Wow.
Sensational.
That's crazy. Perfect life.
I can't top
They've done studies on that.
Yo, I want to meet her man. Like, I want to be cool with her man.
Yeah.
I just want to be friends with him.
Yeah.
If you're
just wanna be
watching,
friends
just
with
like
him.
DM me, bro. Like, let's be cool,
I told
bro.
him to come tonight, but he didn't want to.
You know what's crazy though? It's like you're so rare.
Yeah.
You've got to be maybe the first girl. Yeah. Well, no, there's another girl I remember, but she didn't speak like you. She was Christian, but haven't seen her in a while. So, but I've never had a girl come on here and speak like that before. It's like, damn, bro, if you were single, like so many guys in the chat would probably be hitting you up. It's just so rare to have women, because I think that women don't understand that that's where your power comes from. That right there, what you just said, that's where your power comes from. I don't need you to be masculine like me. I don't need you to be as strong as me. I don't need you to make as much money as me. I just need you to do that.
Yeah.
That's power right there. I'll die for that.
Yep. Femininity.
And
right
I
there.
just want to say that, like, I was really hyper independent for a while. Like, I started living on my own at 17 and all of that. So I did have trauma from being hyper independent, because being hyper independent is a trauma response. But, as soon as I found a relationship with God and I submitted, I'm not trying to convert you, but I'm just saying,
I'm listening.
Okay. But as soon as I found a relationship with God and really dedicated my life to like the Word, and I was raised Christian, but I never was really like in tune with it. But as soon as like I found God on my own, the Bible literally tells me why He created women. He created women to complement the man, and then there's so many scriptures on how to do that. And as soon as I followed it and did everything in my life, I centered God around it, and I do everything for His glory. Even if I'm scrubbing the bathtub, it's all for His glory.
Yeah.
So I'm fulfilled. I'm good.
This isn't a religious podcast, but it's funny how we always come back to the Bible. Me and Eric talk about it a lot of times. We end up not quoting scriptures, but if we say a scripture, it goes with what men, think and how the world should actually be. So I appreciate you for being honest.
I was gonna say, yeah, it definitely has to do with maybe the way you were raised. For sure, 100%.
Yo, do me a
We're
favor.
Very different.
Do me a favor. After the show, you and her got to be really good friends, okay? Like, she's great already, but if she can scrub the tub for Jesus,
That's crazy.
I don't scrub. No.
She's
You ain't
good.
gonna do that.
Jules
no,
was like,
no.
don't do me like
No,
that.
no.
because- so what? I don't be scrubbing
She's great. She's great at everything she does. She cleans like, but it's just something about a girl saying that she does it.
Jules
Listen,
ain't having it.
Hold on. There's a difference between you doing it for your man because it's what you're supposed to do, and you saying, yo, I love doing this.
And what do I tell you when I'm cleaning?
Well, I know you like to do it, but I'm saying in general. We're talking about general here, and general women, right? So what I'm saying is, when you do it just because you love to do it, it hits different. It hits different real quick. Let me see. I think we have another super chat from Crypto. Ladies, as we all know, a loud and outspoken woman is annoying. There is a Hispanic saying that goes, calladita se ve más bonita, means a quiet woman looks more beautiful. Do you all agree?
Yes, I agree.
You agree? You're Cuban. You really agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
100%.
Okay. Do you agree?
No.
You do? Okay. All right. We'll get back to that. Do you agree over there? You do? Okay. Do you agree?
I agree.
Do you agree?
I think there's like a midpoint.
Put that mic closer to
I
you.
think there's a midpoint. Like Sunday's show, I was getting a headache.
Yeah.
So like that's too much. And then you don't want somebody like too quiet either, because then there's no banter, no fun in that. So
Yeah.
like a mid zone,
Well, we're talking in the context of men and women in relationships. So excluding the Sunday show, when you're with your man, your
Yes.
significant other, there's power in a woman being silent and being spoken when spoken to and not just speaking out. Do you agree with that part of what he's saying in the super chat?
In the context of relationships, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because a woman can, as we talked about earlier, legacy. She can screw up his legacy just by talking. You ladies have a strong tongue, and the things that you say can either make or break a man. If you speak to a man in a way, honey, I really need you for this. I need you to open this jar of whatever it is, right? We hear that, and it makes us want to work harder for you as men.
Correct. What you said no, correct?
Okay, so when we are in public or we just go somewhere, even I can see something, I never should say anything. So I just keep quiet, in front of the people because I know this is his reputation. Even he does something bad, he says something stupid, I just keep in my brain and then I just smile and say, yes, but when I get home, I care about his, no, for example, reputation. So I started say him everything like face to face. You shouldn't do like that. Or maybe not just like streaky, you shouldn't. Sometimes, yes, even at home during the quarrels, like, when you're quarreling, I understand that, women sometimes should be quiet and let the men speak. Men, they are not so emotional, so the next day they will mostly forget about that. But when you start more and more, speaking, so it get more viral. But to be just quiet, like, sit and just like a doll with the happy face. No, we say no, you should speak, you should entertain, you should, to tell about your opinion.
Entertain too. I like that
Yeah,
word that you chose.
yeah.
Very
So
much.
I guess what
yeah.
you're saying is that in public you would uphold your man's reputation,
Yeah.
but when you get home you would sit here and tell him, hey, listen, I don't agree with this, I don't like this.
I can give my point, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't do it in public.
No, in public.
Okay,
never.
all right, cool. I agree with that. Okay. All right, cool. So you want to go ahead and continue? I know we were, before the super chat, you were finishing saying that you do everything for God. And I'll touch on something real quick, too. Last night was the first time I opened up, I technically didn't open it up, but I went on Google and I was looking up like some stuff, some parts of the Bible, because I wanted to find a way that I could call women hoes in a godly way.
Jezebel.
So I was Googling Jezebel. Jezebel?
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
So I was like, yo, I don't want to call girls hoes anymore. I want to call them Jezebels. And so I actually, yesterday was the first time I was reading about the Bible. And I learned about Jezebel. So I'm really proud of myself. Shout out
The
to
Shout out to
story
you,
of
Eric.
Jezebel also shows how much influence a woman has over the man. Like that's the main message from that parable. So women do actually have a lot of power over men, and we have to be very careful about how we act and what we say, because how we act and what we say motivates a man. What he said was right. If we ask him to like open a jar, like we can make a man work harder just by asking. And like another scripture in the Bible says that women have the power of life and death in their tongue, and a nagging wife is worse than cancer in a man's bones. So it has to, you gotta discern what you gotta say.
Shout out to the Bible.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
amazing.
just keep saying stuff like that. I want to read more about it. I swear, I want to read more about it because
Sounds like something Eric would say.
Yeah.
Nagging woman
Are
is
you on
worse
the
than cancer.
chat that we have? The Bible chat?
I added him to the chat.
Oh, I left.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I left.
What the?
Yeah,
Why,
I
Eric?
feel bad now. I left because here's the thing, right? I don't like people like pushing it on me. I want to seek it on my own. You know what I mean? And I felt like that chat, even though it was great, it just I want to find it on my own. I want to be the one to look it up. But believe it or not, what people don't understand is because people have been coming on the podcast talking about the Bible, it's the reason why I'm like, yo, let me look this up. Other than that, I promise you, like, if Basil's not here, but Basil will tell you, I was like, yo, religion, fuck that. Like, I don't care about that. I don't believe in that. And it just was recently that, if I'm being honest, I was looking into going more into Islam, because I really I love their values. I love what they stand on. I love the fact that you can call people call Jesus like all type of names and nothing gets done about it. But if you say that about Allah,
You're done.
you're gonna get hurt. And I just don't see how Jesus and God can be so powerful, and then you can sit here and just let someone badmouth him. So that's why I was leaning more towards Islam. But then I had a guy hit me up on DMs, and he was telling me how the beautiful part about Christianity is the fact that you don't have to smack a guy for talking bad about God. And he explained it so beautifully, and I was like, damn, that actually sounds pretty good too, So I'm kind of in the mix right now. I'm between both of them, but I'm a newborn. I literally just read about Jezebel last night. I read about how, she was a big ass whore, and I was looking for Valerie too. Do you know about Valerie?
No.
You don't know about Valerie? Okay, so Valerie was also, so in the Bible, a lot of men have fallen because of women. Like kings and pharaohs.
The
and
first one did.
Into the mic, please.
Oh, the first one did.
And Adam, right. Women have always been the downfall of men, powerful men. It's in the Bible, which is crazy to think about it like that. That's how powerful you guys are, in a negative way. Okay, cool. You have another question?
Yeah. So we were talking about dating, guys. So I want to kind of piggyback off that dating question. So we'll reverse it. The man that you're interested in asked you on a first date, and when the check comes out, he brings out a coupon. All right? Someone just laughed. Does this mean that you are a cheap date or a low priority? What do the women feel like if a guy were to pull out like a Groupon or a coupon at the end of the date to pay it?
He's saving money. I love him already.
I like you. I like how
He's
you.
resourceful, but why would he take us on for a first date? Why would he take us at a restaurant that takes coupons?
Interesting.
But he's resourceful.
Okay, what about you, Ashley?
I mean, I don't know. That's just so weird.
I'm trying to save money. Look, I'm on a budget. With this a nice restaurant. I just pull out this
a
big ass
nice
coupon.
restaurant. No, don't pull that out. Leave that in your pocket.
Why though? Why?
Well, it's a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Then you better be able to afford where you're taking me.
Okay.
Okay.
But why though?
But what if he can't afford it, but he wants to
Then
use
we
a
shouldn't
coupon?
go. Then we shouldn't go.
Okay.
I mean,
not
and
having it.
I mean that as far as like anything. Like if you can afford it, why are you going? Why are you buying it? Like you're gonna buy a Chanel bag, you can afford it. You're gonna go into debt. No, it makes no sense.
But let me ask you why. Why is it embarrassing for him to pull out the coupon?
Because
know,
at the
I
because
agree
of the
with
type
you.
of like I said, if it's a nice restaurant, Sea Spice, do not pull a coupon out.
But why?
No.
I agree with you.
No.
I agree with you, but I want you to say it from your own mouth. Why is it embarrassing for him to pull out the coupon?
Because if you can't afford it, then don't bring me there.
It's something else. You're
Is
almost there.
Am I?
Because it's embarrassing.
Yes.
Because it's
like-
embarrassing,
Oh, well, yeah,
right?
okay.
It's not. Well, it is because we're in a nice restaurant, but it's
But
embarrassing,
it's not
right?
embarrassing. I don't think using
No, it
coupons.
is absolutely
No,
embarrassing.
I don't think using coupons
100%.
are embarrassing. I don't care where you use. I mean, I use coupons, but
You just said you wouldn't want
it
him to.
depends on where we're going. If we're going to a nice restaurant, if you're inviting me, hey, Ashley, I want to take you out. I'm going to take you to this restaurant. No, you can't. And you chose that.
But you can't say it's not because it's not embarrassing. It is embarrassing. That's why you don't want him to pull out the coupon.
Well,
I don't think it's embarrassing, and I think making smart financial decisions is really fucking hot.
Yeah,
but
but
a
a
man
smart
knowing
but a
time
smart
and place.
A
financial
smarter decision
decision
would
is
not-
not going
not
there
go where
because
you
you
can't
can't
afford
afford
it.
it.
Hell no. A lot of, in my experience, the people that
Oh,
can
no.
afford the most stuff are the most financially conscious with their decisions. So yeah, I have this great coupon for this awesome fancy restaurant. Babe, let's go to this fancy restaurant. We're gonna save $50 tonight. Buy an extra bottle of wine. Hell yeah, sign me up.
You are half Israeli.
Exactly, I'm
Yeah, so
Jewish.
it's
So,
different.
we can stereotype if we
Yeah,
want.
it's their
But the
culture.
people who have money know how to spend it wisely.
What
I agree with that.
What were you saying? She said she don't like it.
I was just minding my business over here. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna pull out a coupon, just go pay somewhere else. Like go
Damn.
take the check, take the waiter, go pay like at the front or something.
it really
But-
just
but-
In
depends
my
on where we're
opinion,
at.
because it is
Into the mic. Fix our mic, bro.
It is embarrassing. Imagine like you're all dolled up, you're dressed up, heels, you got your bag, you're cute, and then your man whips out this big old coupon. I'm gonna be like,
Well, that's
where'd
what,
that come from?
It depends on where we're going. Like
Yeah.
if we're going to Sea Spice, no. If we're going to Longhorn, sure.
Yeah,
go
pull
ahead,
out
pull it out.
all
Pull
the
it-
coupons you want.
Pull it out.
Does anyone here not know that using coupon is? I'm sorry, wealthy people aren't using coupons. You're talking about millionaires using coupons. Have you ever seen a millionaire use? And I've been around them. Have you ever seen them use coupons?
No.
I've
Well,
never
it's called
I've-
Groupon now, but it does exist.
Yeah,
I was gonna
I've
say,
never
I
seen
haven't
a
seen a
millionaire
coupon in a
use
minute.
Groupon at all either. Never in my life.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often that a rich person would do that. And if you did do it, you'd probably just do it on the sneak. Like you wouldn't pull it out right in front of the girl. Like, hey, I have 15% off. Like, just go and pay it like at the front so
That's
that
what
she
I said.
can't see it. Maybe.
Well, so
Be like on
I
your
would
phone.
I would be more embarrassed as a man taking out a girl having to use a coupon. I would rather take her to Chipotle where I can pay 100% of the meal than take her to what's that place called? Gecko, whatever.
Gecko.
And then I'm like, yo, fuck. Because here's the thing, too. You never know when you go into those type of restaurants if you're going to order more than what you can afford anyways. The girl may not know you can afford it. She might order like you can't afford it. And then now you don't even have enough to pay the bill at all.
That's why you shouldn't go.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I don't do it, but if I were in that position and I had the chance to take a girl to a nicer restaurant and use a coupon as a first date, and she didn't know, I would do
Okay,
it
but
for the
Steve,
first impression.
when women go out on dates, they're not thinking about the fact that you may not be able to pay.
Right.
They're eating for tomorrow. Okay, these girls aren't you, and you know, maybe not the girls at this table. I feel like they'd be a little bit more, you know, considerate. But most girls, bro, we take sometimes we go to Moshi's, bro. These chicks are ordering more than me.
Oh yeah.
More than me, and then because they know I'ma pay.
Right.
But bro, sometimes and they order shit they don't even eat. I be like, yo, you ain't gonna eat that shit. But they know a guy's gonna pay, so I would rather go somewhere where I can afford it twice. Like if I take you out on a date and you ordered something, right, and you were like, you know what, I'm gonna order another one just because I really enjoyed it. I would rather take you to a place where you could get that twice than to take you to a place where I'm like, damn.
Like struggling to even tip. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like you got to think about that too.
That's another thing.
Let's
I'm
not forget
embarrassed.
about the-
I'm embarrassed if I go to a place where I can't tip.
I think that's more embarrassing.
Babe, how much do I tip every time we go out?
Oh, like more than 25%.
Bro, there's this every single server that we go to, $100, especially the Italian spot that we go
Yeah.
to. Like we have this one Italian spot that we go to. Like this.
We haven't gone because we've been really busy. We haven't gone for a really long time. The guy that was our server, he quit because we literally stopped going there.
Yeah.
Basil went there the other day, and apparently he quit after we stopped going.
Yeah, so we would walk in and he would already know what we wanted. Like it was because I just don't want to go to a place where I can't afford it. That's just weird. Okay, cool. Ladies, I have a question for you. So a lot of times when women are in relationships, they get bored, right? And a lot of women come on here and they say that women get bored just like men, right? But you know, women can't act on it, right? Due to society. What if your man, you're in a relationship with him, right? What if your man says that he wants to sleep with other women? He wants to sleep with 5 women. But in return, he's going to let you sleep with one guy. Any one guy that you want. Okay? Would you take that deal, yes or no?
No.
You wouldn't take that deal.
No, never.
He's letting you take one guy.
I don't care, even 6 or 10. I don't care. No, like it's the end of relationship. You never forget this one. You know, in your brain, you will always through. You will think. No, it's
Okay.
that end.
Would you also just let him have the girls then?
No.
You wouldn't.
Why not? Why can't we have the girls?
What do you mean? Why not?
Okay. What about you? Would you take that deal?
No, hell no.
Why not?
What do I look like? What? Like,
Isn't there a guy that you've been dying like a rapper?
Well, think about it. You're not in a relationship now, but let's say you're in a relationship for years, ladies. For years.
no.
You wouldn't do it.
You're gonna tell me it's gotta be the situation. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Let's say I'm with a guy and we're together 3 years and he comes and he's like, babe, I wanna have sex with these 5 girls. I'm gonna be like, have you done lost your rabbit ass mind? Like, what? I'm gonna be like, no. Hell no. And he's like, oh, but you could have sex with any guy you want. One guy.
Correct.
I'm gonna be like, no way.
You're not taking that
Not
deal.
at all. No.
Really?
100% no.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. What about you?
No.
You're not taking that deal.
No.
What about you?
No, I'm not taking that deal.
You're not taking
You
that
can go
deal.
have sex with the 5 girls, but I'm not gonna have sex with anybody.
Oh, so you'll still stay
You'll
with him?
stay?
Now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Shout out to you.
guys and girls have sex differently, so
No, girl.
Ah, she's good.
That's you.
that is me. That's just me.
That is you.
That's just me.
I agree with you.
Because women. Oh, I'll let everybody answer. Go ahead.
Okay. What about you? Would you take
You're
that?
saying women are more emotional
We
and
are.
men can
We don't
just
know.
like
We don't know.
one
Guys,
and done.
they can do it. Like, and props to them. So let them do it.
Okay. Would you take that deal?
I don't want the deal, and I don't want to know if he's fooling around either.
Wow.
Let that man cheat. Damn it. What's
I
wrong with you
I
ladies?
just don't want to know.
How long have you been
him
with your
cheat.
man?
Over a year.
Over a year. Okay. I think he has a good one.
She won't even let him have a hand job at the fucking end.
No.
of the-
I said I don't wanna know about
it. She don't wanna know
You're
about it.
confusing what she's saying. What she's saying is, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
What,
Me either.
do you get what she's saying? Listen.
I
She's
get
saying,
what she's
listen,
saying.
bro. She's saying you can do it. I just never want to know about it.
Like, don't have nobody
Okay.
DMing
But listen,
me. Hey,
a girl saying no, you can't do it, and a girl saying I don't want to know. That's 2 different things.
I know what she's saying. I get what she's saying.
So she's.
I mean, I don't care.
I like that.
I don't care if
I have
know.
a really good man. I don't know that he would do something like that, but if he does, I don't want to know about it. Like, I'm good. I'd rather just have my
Well-
little blinders on and be happy with the life that him and I have. And, like, he treats me really well. So
And more
I'm-
women
I'm
should
good.
adopt that. I think more women should stop saying, oh my God, what the fuck, and say, I don't want to know. It's either yes or I don't want to know. Those are 2 different things. So I agree with you.
Okay, Ashley, why would you stay?
Why would I stay?
Yes.
Well, because he loves me and he's with me. So that's what matters to me. As long as our relationship isn't compromised, like I told my boyfriend, like, don't go looking for it. Don't go out searching for it. But if it happens, I don't care. Like, you're coming home to me.
I like that.
You're coming home to me. But you're not DMing every day. Then that's the problem.
Yeah.
If you're DMing and putting in time.
You know what another problem is? All these girls looking through their guys' phones.
Yeah. Don't do that. I don't care to
Stop
do that either.
doing that.
Let me ask the ladies a question. If your man's phone was open and you went through it and you didn't find anything, would you tell him that you went through his phone?
No.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go through his phone.
They're not
I
gonna do
wouldn't.
it.
I wouldn't go through the phone. I don't want to know anything. Why am I gonna go looking for it?
But that might change too for you as you get into the relationship further. I think that'll change.
As long as we're honest.
No,
and
if I don't already like trust him, if he's not coming home every night, if I feel like I need to be going through his phone, the relationship is over anyways. If you feel like you have to be searching through all of his shit, you shouldn't be together.
Like that quick though?
What do you mean?
Like that
Oh,
quick?
sorry.
Like you're just gonna you feel it, so you're just gonna not even check. You're just gonna react and be like, look, this is done.
Well, I'm not the kind of person who would be going through his phone.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's like your MO and you're going to try to like change and then you're like
No.
just thinking, okay, well, I'll just leave him instead of looking. I don't know. But like if I were to somehow turn around and be a insecure woman about my man and I'm looking through all of his shit, then I've turned into somebody I don't even want to be.
Yeah, well, I like what she said. She said it doesn't mean he doesn't love me. I think a lot of women think because a man cheats, not that I'm advocating for cheating, they think, oh, he doesn't love me. So I like the fact that you said that. I think the I don't want to know mentality is a good mentality to have. Don't go looking for it. Fuck around, find out. You ever hear that saying, right?
Exactly.
So just don't go looking for it, ladies. And again, when you ladies cheat, it's worse than when we cheat because, well, you're emotional, you can get pregnant. There's just a bunch of different things. So again, I never advocate for men cheating. I'm just saying it's different when you ladies.
Yeah,
do
but
it.
it's also only cheating if the guy's not being honest about it. That's when it's cheating.
Correct.
What I like about her is that she understands that a guy's not trying to replace you, right? She's
Exactly.
saying he loves me. You know, it's kind of like when that woman calls you up and she's like, "I fucked your man. Congratulations."
Right.
Congratulations,
Good
you
job.
would just
You're
fuck,
welcome.
right? You're welcome, right?
Right.
Like,
Hope
oh
you had
well,
fun. You're welcome.
yeah, you know, he's actually home now.
Yeah.
Like we're good.
Like he's taking me on trips. He's buying me stuff. We're doing stuff. We're building. Like you getting a quick fuck is not. Like it's not that I don't care.
Okay, now what would you say to the women that say, "Okay, cool, that sounds good, but what about the STDs? What about the possibility of
my God, I'd
him?
be pissed.
What
So,
about? Let me
well,
finish.
then
let me
that-
finish.
go
What
ahead.
about the fact that he could get another woman pregnant? Like, what about that? Because that's what women throw at us, right?
Well, that is true. So like if I was to tell my boyfriend, I would tell him like, I don't care, but be smart about it. So if you meet a girl and it happens, if you're not man enough to put on a condom and do something about it and like fix, like to catch yourself, then that's when we'll have a problem. Then that means then you can't just have sex. If you don't know how to have protective sex, then I can't have sex with you.
No, you know, but there is men, they don't have like a real stop for something. And the ones they get on this trap, I saw a lot of them. Like, you know, the women say everything ended, they not get divorced, but he bought more. He took another girl on the trip. And after 3 years, she was replaced. She was sitting at home. And then, yes, from the beginning, she said, you can do it. And now he's living with another girl and just pay some money for the kids. Like you said, okay, just okay, take care with the kids. I will do whatever I want. Most of the time, it's
It just
finished like
depends.
that.
It
That's
really
what I'm saying.
depends.
There's
But like
a
if
lot
you
of
love
different-
me and you're with me, you'll love me enough to not give me anything.
You know,
So-
it's not about the cheating, but if he's do all the time, the question really he loves you. It's not about replacing, but it's
No,
about
no.
respect your feelings, how you feel.
Yeah.
And I think it would be like, you know, weird come and say like,
Okay, let me ask you a question. What did it take for you to get to that mentality? Because you weren't born with that, right?
No, I so wasn't. If you would have asked me this question maybe a year ago, I would have said no. It's so funny. I actually became this way from watching podcasts and understanding, because when people do this, a lot of women don't think about the other point of view. It's always what I think and what I think it is, and this is what it is, and whatever. And I started to understand the man's point of view. And when a guy tells you a guy can have sex without being attached, okay. I'll trust you because I know I can't have sex. I cannot go have sex with somebody and not be attached. You're gonna have to marry me after I have sex with you. Just that's who I am. So that's why I don't do it. If you're able to do it, okay. I didn't know that. Well, now I do.
The problem is a lot of women don't believe what men say, and this is why these.
Well, then that's why they're going to continue to have problems with men because
exactly.
If you're going to choose to not, if a guy is telling you, not saying guys are going out and looking for it. There are guys that just fuck. That's fine. Can I say that word?
Yeah, you can say that.
That are just those are the wrong guys doing it. Those guys can't do that. The guys that are just, if it happens, it happens. I think that's different than just going out there and being a hoe. So
yeah, we had a girl sitting right over there, Christy, this girl named Christy, and she is a big advocate of men never cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, what if I get one girl a month? Or I said like 2 girls a month. She's like, no. I was like, okay, can I get 1 girl a month? She's like, no. Can I get 1 girl a year? She's like, no, you'll get an STD. And I'm like, what if I get STD checked? Basically, everything she said, I had a rebuttal for it. And she just didn't want me to fucking cheat.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with compromising with me. Like, what if I really just wanted to sleep with another girl? Maybe it was just one. Most women are going to say, no, I don't want
because
you to
they're going to think that means you don't love them anymore. You
Exactly.
don't want them anymore. You're not
Exactly.
attracted to them anymore.
Exactly.
Like, me and my boyfriend talked about it because he's like one of those guys. Like, girls want him. Like, and I know it, and I'm not stupid to it. So I know that I said, babe, like, I get it. You got all these girls, but, like, it's me, it's us against them. So
I like that.
Understand, like, and we understand that with each other, like, especially because he's pursuing his music career. I don't care. Like, let the hoes be hoes. Let them pay for your tickets. Let them. That we need that.
There needs to be more women that understand that if they see a guy who's attractive, that other women are going to find him attractive, and other women are going to want to fuck him. And there might be a situation where he does fuck one of them, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't love you.
Okay, let me get your take on that. Do you agree with what she's saying? How do you feel about that?
I actually spoke to my boyfriend about this a couple days ago, and I told him that I would be okay if he cheated. Maybe the first time I'd be a little butthurt if I'm being honest, but I would let him. I wouldn't leave him for it.
As long as they don't go looking for it. There's a difference.
Like if he came home one night and it was like, hey, baby, I made a mistake. I'm like, okay. Like, I probably wouldn't talk to him for a little bit, but I'll be fine. And then if he does it again, then I'll probably gain a tolerance to it. But I wouldn't leave him for that.
Well, it sounds to me like you ladies have men that you understand are rare. Yeah. You're not just going to let, like, if he was just an average guy, maybe you wouldn't allow it, right? But because you guys consider these guys pretty rare.
I mean, he's rare to me.
Right, to you.
Yeah.
Right. So we're talking about you guys right now. Because you consider him being rare to you, you wouldn't just let him go because he has sex with somebody else.
I think that nowadays relationships aren't fought for like they should be. So many people just, the littlest thing, they leave a relationship, and that's why nobody's lasting. So if I can make my relationship work, if I can compromise and do things to make my relationship work, just like he'll compromise for me, then what's the harm?
Damn.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't want him to do it constantly.
Yeah, like I said,
and like,
don't go looking for it. If you're out there just DMing bitches, then that's... Can I say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
You can say bitches, you can say fuck.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to get anybody canceled.
No, you can curse.
You can't say great.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Ms. Cuban. What about you? Do you agree with them?
She doesn't.
She was making some faces. I'm just in my corner. So, in all honesty, I think it definitely depends on the man. If you're a provider, if you're able to do this, that, and the third, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Have your fun. But make sure I know about it. Tell me about it.
You want to know?
Oh, yeah, I want to meet her.
I want to know.
I want to know. 100%.
She want to know
Yeah,
the
I do.
position.
Because if
Yes,
you
I
know,
do.
because if you know, you can be like, okay, babe, we're gonna go get tested today. Okay, babe.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
don't-
Hold on. Let me pick her out. Let me see if she's clean. Let me see
Yeah.
what her mindset is.
You
Because
can
I know a
control it.
girl is going to be like, oh, I want him because I want to love him. Or, oh, no, I just want to have fun with him.
And I pick out the condoms.
Pick out the
What?
condoms.
And I'll pick
I'm
out the
saying,
condoms.
What the fuck?
I'm out here like, in my mentality, if you can provide, if you can show me different, if you can, do something that I can't do for myself or more, yeah, by all means, go ahead and have your fun. But I need to meet her. We need to have like an agreement. I need to be
You're
like,
gonna
okay.
be having lunch with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, let's go.
Well, I don't
want to
do any of that.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
do
do
I
it.
want.
I do, for sure.
I want to sleep with your best friend. That's the girl I want.
I
No.
would probably knock both of them out.
No.
See?
Wait, hold on.
No compromise.
But hold on, real
Best
quick.
friend is crazy.
There's so many girls
Yeah,
in the
I
world.
don't-
You can choose.
No compromise.
You don't have to go to my best friend.
Wait, so hold on. So you meet her, you get along with her, she's cool, she gets tested, whatever. you're like, yo, as long as you're providing for me, I'm good with it. He goes off with her. You're at home watching, Kim Kardashian, and you know in the back of your mind, your man is dogging her the way he did you last night.
That's what I'm saying. I would be like, all right, she had her fun, but at the end of the day,
He's coming home
I'm
to
the
you.
main girl.
He's coming home to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
I'm the main. Like you're just for right now, baby. You're for the,
You're
for
literally
the night.
you're just getting fucked.
That's what I'm
I like this
saying.
panel.
I think also ladies understand that this isn't something a guy's gonna do throughout his whole entire life.
No,
No,
that's what
I think it's
yeah.
just for a time being.
And
You
it
know what
really
I'm
just
saying? Or-
depends. Like if you've been together for 4 years, he probably would do it after that 4 years because he spent 4 years with just you. Guys like variety. They like,
I think
new
he likes a
things.
taste of everything.
You know,
or
so
whatever.
go ahead. If you want to look,
Ladies,
just-
we're not as shallow as you. We're not gonna leave you. We might fuck another girl, but we're not gonna leave.
So
Once you fuck another guy, you're
Yeah, I
gone.
have a question. So what if it was vice versa? What if I was like, what if you were like, okay, babe, we're gonna have an open relationship,
I would never do that.
whatever the case may be, and I'm like, all right, babe, go ahead,
Why
have your
not?
fun, whatever. I want to meet her. I want to, make sure she's clean, whatever the case may be. But when it comes down to me, I'm only allowed to have you.
Yeah.
100%.
What explain?
So
Yeah.
why do you guys
Why?
feel like that?
100%.
what's that saying? A
We
key
already-
that opens a bunch of lot is a master key. But what is it?
A lock that
Someone-
opens. Yeah, I don't know
yeah,
how to
that
say it. It's
one.
a shitty lock. But yes,
this
lock.
this is the key though. You're
But
the
that's
lock.
what I'm saying. We're
That's
the
the
lock.
point of
So
it.
when
You're the
we-
lock.
we can't open. What is
Correct.
it? You
You get
know what
open.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you get open.
That.
Yeah.
you
And
get
it's not the
dominated in
same-
bed.
and then hold on, and then also too, like in that situation,
You heard him.
in that situation, you're being provided for. So what do you mean? Like it's not.
No,
the
that's
same?
what I'm saying. I'm just saying, okay, let's say he's not a provider. First of all,
Oh, no.
First
If he's
of all,
not a provider,
let's
he's.
just make this really
Listen,
clear.
listen. Even broke guys aren't taking that deal.
But that's the wrong guys doing it. The wrong guys are doing that, and they don't know how to handle that kind of situation.
Well, I said it earlier. As long as he's not beating you or serial cheating, meaning you said cheating really like a lot, then it's not that
Yeah,
big of a
if
deal.
you're
You
doing it
ladies
every
agree with
weekend,
that.
then no.
That's what I'm saying. And you don't look for it. I didn't look for it with my girl. I told her I would do it, but I wasn't going out DMing girls. A girl walked past. I didn't try to get her number. If it came to me, I would smash the chick.
But
If
here's
not, I
another
would
thing
do it.
too. You're not with her anymore.
Yeah,
and,
you're
and,
right.
and I'll let her answer real quick. But also, what I've learned is women will sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm okay with it," but deep down inside,
Yes.
they're not okay with it,
Yeah.
and long term, they resent you for it. Okay, what about you? What do you think about that?
Yeah, they will never forget. Even though you can say now, for example, I'm sorry, I don't know, but you said them, for example, first time I will let it go. That thought, I saw a lot of girls, they'd stay for you forever. And then when he will be late, real at work, you will have the thoughts, is he real at work or maybe he's with another girl? Then, for example, you will have hard time in your relationship, which one you need to overcome, So, for example, when you don't know this one, you need to understand, okay, I need to, fight for something. We need to get our family done. But when you have this on, like, what should I fight? Maybe he's with another girl. Maybe he doesn't want to work from the family. So this is the end ending. Yeah, you can survive like maybe for the few years, but then to expect about happy marriage, I don't know, like some country house. No, never.
So what you're trying to say is that if you allow your man to do that, you might last a few years after that, but
Yeah.
eventually it comes back to bite you because you're gonna be wondering, is he really at work?
Yeah, about everything. It will
His
be.
phone died, and did his phone really die? Is
And
he-
even though he will say, no, I'm not with the girl.
Right.
Okay, last time you said me you also was not, but then you said it was like something like that. So yeah.
Well, I think you should, in that case, depending on the relationship, there should be communication. So like if me and my boyfriend were like that, not that he's out there doing it, but if it was to happen, I wouldn't care. But as long as he said, babe, like this is what happened, I'm not, or if he say, babe, I'm gonna go do this, then we're good. Like as long as you're being open and honest, like hiding behind doors, that's where a problem comes.
You're not good. No, maybe now you're good, but I don't
So,
know. The older
yeah.
you
I guess
will
we'll
get
wait.
and
Oh
everything.
well, the older
Yeah.
I don't know how
But
I
that-
think
when
when
the
I'm
kids
34.
will
Okay.
come, when the kids will come,
Well-
and then you say, for example, sorry, I can't spend the time with the kids. I go, no, you always will have it in your mind.
Okay.
That's why I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's her. Okay, guys, we have a super chat from GK Rock. He says, "Ladies, if you found out that your man is a simp, what would you do?" So, does everyone here know what a simp is?
No, what is that? What is
A
that?
Is that
simp
like
is-
beta?
Yeah, a guy who just.
Like
Well,
a
first
fifth.
of all, if you're in a relationship, let's just give you guys an example. Let's say you're in a relationship and you found out that your man was a simp and he paid for someone's OnlyFans to see their OnlyFans. what would you do? We'll start off with you. What would you do? Your man paid for someone's OnlyFans.
He can watch porn. He can watch OnlyFans. I don't care. He's
Okay.
a grown man. He
But
can do whatever
the
he
difference
wants.
between porn and OnlyFans is he's paying to see someone who is an actual creator.
Mm-hmm.
She's replying back to him.
I don't care. He takes care of our home. He takes care of me. He can do whatever he wants with his money.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. You don't approve?
Well, me?
Yeah.
I'm,
She doesn't.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Cool. What about you? What would you do?
I don't know if I want him paying to see another girl, so I probably wouldn't want that.
But when he sleeps with her, he paid for the hotel, he paid for the room. It's the same.
That's assuming that he's paying for
No,
something.
not assuming.
That's
He's
assuming.
paying,
You
even
don't know
for it.
until you know.
Okay, yes, girl is paying for the married husband to cheat with him. Yeah, nice.
Okay, so she's saying that. Okay, she's making a point though.
Yeah, she caught you.
I guess not really, but sure.
Only fun cheaper than.
I mean,
hotel.
it's
Okay,
like I
okay.
said, everything is situational. I don't know. Like I can't say that he's going out and paying for. I don't even think my guy would do that. Like I feel like you would really have to be a simp to go out and pay for sex. Like do people
here's the
even
thing:
do
you
that?
pay one way or another.
Men always pay for sex.
Oh
She's
well,
saying
Yeah.
dinners
One-
or
yeah.
hotel
Oh.
or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
okay. Well, yeah, I don't care.
Okay, all right.
Really
What about you?
care.
What would you do?
I wouldn't want that because it's a daily, weekly thing, and money is going out monthly. Like I
Yes.
said, I'm okay if he cheats every now and then, but like if you're actively going out and DMing girls and asking girls for the
That's
number, it's the
different.
same thing
That's
to me. So if
different.
you're gonna go and find an OnlyFans girl and pay for it, then no.
You know what I realized about women? Women just don't like whenever a guy gives his resources to another woman. Right?
Right.
Like there's a difference between like you taking a girl out to dinner, okay, cool. Like you
Well, it
you ate.
depends. It depends on how much of your. If you're gonna go buy a girl a burger and then fuck her, I don't care.
I understand.
But you're not gonna go take this girl on a trip.
Right.
No.
I understand.
Then that's left. You went left.
Okay.
We're going right.
What about you? How would
yeah,
you?
like don't get it confused. She's
Yeah.
not the main. I'm
Yeah.
the main.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like paying for OnlyFans is a bit excessive. Like, why you about to pay a girl to see her naked
Yeah.
and talk to her? At the end of the day, that OnlyFans model, she don't give a damn about you.
Yeah.
It's probably not even her texting you. It's probably her team.
Literally.
So let's
Some
be
guy.
for real.
Yeah, I understand. It is a guy half the time. It is a guy texting back. What about you? How would you feel
That's
about
so
that?
weird.
How can I feel about that? But I don't know. No, I can say like okay. There is the emotional trigger because this is the same person. For example, if you compare to pornography, yeah, so there is like, I don't know, they change, they are not emotionally triggered. But if, I don't know, maybe this girl, she stay in the city, like, and then she will ask in you emotional contact. I had a friend, she's really popular, only fun girls, like, and she get this money. And sometimes these people, they offered her more, like, they buy her some tickets. And I can see, even though she's not dating with them, you have this emotional contact, so that's the reason you can get personally. And if it's in a row like 1 day, no.
Okay. Real quick, we have a super chat from Dr. Kid. Shout out to you. You've been a member for 8 months, brother. He says, what does your woman gain from having sex with more or other men? Your body count goes up if you go tick for tat with your guy. It's a lose-lose for women. Ladies, do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's definitely a lose-lose.
Yeah, and there's no tick for tat because she's gonna be able to rack up more bodies than you will as a man.
Yes.
So you never want to get into a who can get the highest body count with a woman. She'll always beat you every time.
That was in regard to open relationships?
No, that was just in general. Whenever like if a guy does something, because we live in a society now where that's very common. We have women come on here and they say, I cheated on my boyfriend because he cheated on me first.
Mm-hmm.
What they don't understand is, in order for your boyfriend to have cheated, I get it. We live in Miami. Women are kind of loose out here.
Mm-hmm.
But
Very.
in most of the world, women typically want you to work for that. They're not just meeting you up and, hey, take me to the corner and have sex with me. That's typically not how it's. So, men have to work to get that sex. Women don't really have to work. Like a woman could really go up to a guy and say, hey, take me around the corner and fuck me. And he would actually do it. Right. So it's not equal. Like you can't sit here and compete with women. They'll absolutely blow us out the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could never compete with a woman, even an ugly woman, especially not a beautiful woman. An ugly woman gets more DMs than a guy that plays basketball for the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What?
True.
You don't think so?
I
Not
don't
at all.
know.
He's
That
I'm
sounds
telling you, it's
wild.
true.
Bro, ladies, this is how delusional you guys are to some things. You guys are very
An ugly woman versus a celebrity?
okay. How about this? You know what? Nah, this table won't do it. This panel won't do it. But I was gonna ask you guys to say which girl at this table do you think is the least attractive? And I guarantee you, whoever you guys think it is, she would get more play than an average NBA player. More play. You don't think so?
It is true. It is true. Women that aren't as good looking now with social media, they can. I'm telling you, they.
Well, how about this? Let's put it.
But why would
Let's put it into perspective real quick, right? There's more desperate men than there are women, right? There's more women than there are men, but yet there's more desperate men than there are desperate women. Women don't have to be desperate when it comes to sex because you guys have the one thing everybody wants.
Well, NBA players have groupies, and I'll just volunteer as the
No.
ugliest one here.
No.
I don't have any groupies.
The top NBA players have groupies.
Yeah.
The guys sitting on the bench don't have any groupies. You're thinking that our value is the same in society. It's absolutely not. You guys don't even know your power.
Anyone on a Miami Heat roster can get laid.
No, that's not true.
Nope.
That's not true.
Only if they're the stars.
That
They have
seems
to be the
crazy.
stars. If you're a backup and you're on a bench, bro,
No one
good luck.
cares.
Nobody gives a fuck.
No one even knows your name,
Women
bro.
are hypergamous, right? Like they want to be with the
But like,
with the
there's
best
plenty
guys.
of women like me that you can meet at the bar that have no idea who's even on the fucking roster.
Yeah,
you
but
can
see,
just
yeah,
say
we're not
I
talking
play
about
for the
you.
Miami Heat
Yo,
and get laid.
we're not talking about you though. We're talking in general, right? The average women will sit here and get more attention than NBA players. Why? Because you have guys in Cali who don't get girls over there that they're looking for girls. Oh my God, this girl's on Instagram and I just saw her. Guys all over the world are looking for these girls. No one's looking for the bench player at the fucking Miami Heat game. Nobody gives
No
a
one
fuck about him.
cares.
As a matter of fact, no one can even name him.
Yeah.
No one can even name
I
him.
can't name any of them.
Yeah.
No
Who's
one
even on the team?
I just think it's amazing. I
That's
just
what I'm
think
saying.
ladies,
any one of them could get
ladies,
laid.
I just think it's amazing, bro. I just think it's amazing that a woman can sit here and tell a man, I've been a man for 35 fucking years, that I can just get laid like anybody. Like it doesn't work like that for us.
I'm not talking about a regular guy, but I think
But
any athlete or celebrity can
I'm
get
telling
laid.
you, well, because you're not a man.
Wasn't there that one Dolphins player that locked up like 8 women this year?
You're talking about one fucking person out of millions.
Yeah.
We're talking about in general here. I'm talking about the guy who's playing the bench. He's not getting the attention. Real quick, shout out to the super chats. We have Basil. He says, "Bro, I get girls for a famous Miami Heat star. He's a starter. I know for a fact that there are more guys in an average girl's DM than this." Okay, cool. Also, we have another one. Oh shit! Shout out to my man right there, Cherokee. I'm gonna get to yours in a second.
Cheryl King.
Listen, before we
That's
move
my
on.
boyfriend.
Oh, that's your boyfriend? Okay, shout out to him.
Oh, he's been on the chat this whole time.
Before we move on, this is what I'll say, ladies. We live in a society where you guys are considered. Everybody wants you. Everybody wants to have sex with you. I've had a fat chick come on this show, and she gets more attention than me.
Yeah.
This is a fat, ugly chick.
Jules is like, damn.
Bro, she gets more attention than me. If we matter of fact, I want to do this one day. And even me with having a podcast and people DMing me every single day. People are DMing me for the fucking show. You know, yes, of course, you get the little groupies here and there, but like that also stops when they know you have a girlfriend, right? So what I'm saying is, if I was to bring a fat chick on here and we compare DMs, she would still have more DMs than me.
Ladies, a lot of the guys that have the blue checks that you see on Instagram, they're reaching out to girls. Now, their response rate back from the girls may be higher than the average guy because they have the blue check and they're on the bench, right? But they still don't get girls DMing them. They don't get girls approaching them. It's easy for you ladies to have sex. It's hard for us to have sex. So,
Yeah.
like you said, if a guy could go out and bang a bunch of girls or have a bunch of hot girls around him, he's a valuable guy. He had to work for that.
And then
For
also
you,
it's
different.
And then also it's like it doesn't even matter if he does play for the NBA Heat and he's a bench player. He still has to get permission from the girl. The girl doesn't need permission.
Right.
The girl is the permission. So
Exactly.
a girl can just easily just have sex just because she's a woman. A guy can be LeBron James. LeBron James couldn't come and just have sex with you just because he wanted to. He needs your permission. So women have it way easier. Shout out to my man right there. He says, ladies, 2 choices. Happily married with kids, but no Instagram. Or have an Instagram, but single without kids, By the way, I'm Ashley's boyfriend. Shout out to my man right there. Okay, ladies. So which one are you picking right there?
Ashley, do you have an Instagram?
He controls it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me go back to the super chat. He says, ladies, two choices: you're happily married with kids and you have no Instagram, or you have an Instagram but you're single without kids. Which one are you picking?
Of course, happily married without Instagram.
Okay, I would expect that from you. What about you?
Yeah, I would say that too.
Okay,
I don't really like social.
you give Instagram up forever?
Yeah.
Forever. Okay.
No me importa.
Okay.
I don't
What
really
about you?
Yeah, I'd give up Instagram.
Into the mic.
Oh, yeah, I'd give up Instagram.
Okay. And what about you?
Obviously, I'll give up Instagram.
Yeah, delete.
Wow. Super
I'll delete
easy.
that.
Okay. Shout out to you. We have a lot of, this is the first panel that's actually ever said that.
Yeah.
We've never had a panel that has just picked family and
Not
you know
once.
and a relationship.
Mhm.
We've always actually we've had a few girls that have said it, but not a complete panel
Yeah,
that has
we
said
didn't go
it.
around the
This is
circle.
the good girls panel.
Yeah.
It's because I think all of us understand that what women value is a relationship, a loving relationship. I mean, Instagram is good and all, but I don't need it.
What is
Like,
it really for? Posting
I mean,
pictures?
I don't-
Yeah, but
needed.
you would probably make a lot of money off Instagram because of your career.
Yeah,
Right.
but really it's more word of mouth, believe it or not.
Okay. But that's the argument that women make when they come on here. They'll say, "No, I need
Oh,
my
my
Instagram
money, my
because
money.
It's a what's the word? Like validation. Like, I mean, before my relationship, I liked when I had a bunch of likes on my pictures. I liked it when people comment. I thought I felt important until you wake up and you realize that it doesn't matter. So
And there's studies now that say that it's really actually horrible for you. The likes and comments and validation and stuff.
It is.
It's a
because
negative.
it gets toxic.
Yeah.
Toxic. Yeah.
So when you don't have it, then you're like, it's yours seeking this adrenaline or I don't know, whatever it is. But
yeah."
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, what's one thing that you can do to become a better spouse? One thing.
For now, work less, trust men more. Yeah, for now, because I'm married and I understand that I'm so hard working and that against make the last time we said about needed. And yeah, it
Damn,
made
you really
me
took
mad.
that one home, huh?
Yeah, I was thinking about 3 days. Even I call my friends, like I call my husband. I
Damn.
said, you know what, I understand. He said, did you go to psychology? I said, no, I went to podcast.
Yeah. So I said something to her that really stuck with her, right?
Yeah.
And that was the podcast where I said that the number one thing that and I think that podcast, switch the camera, brother. I think that was the one podcast that I sat here and who was it, the girl we were arguing with, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. And you know, I was like, what do you think a man needs to survive? And she's like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, the one thing a man needs to survive is to feel needed.
Mm-hmm.
We need to feel needed. If I don't feel needed, this is why a lot of guys are out here. Men are killing themselves way more than women are, right? A woman doesn't have to feel needed. You don't do shit already. There's nothing you're doing. You're not. The world isn't gonna end tomorrow. If women sat here and didn't work for a whole month, the world would still continue to spin because men are making it spin, right? But a man has to feel needed in order to survive. And I'm glad that you took that home with you and really let it marinate. Okay, what about you over there? What's
I
one
feel
thing you
like-
can do?
Not be so independent.
Good job.
Not be so
We're saving lives out here, bro.
Yeah, believe it or not, yo,
We're
a lot
saving lives
yo,
out
a lot,
here.
no, seriously, a lot of people come on the podcast, and we talked about it earlier. Some people learn things, and some people don't. But and you know, a lot of women come on and they go right back to their OnlyFans or whatever. But it's good to see that certain women take certain things that myself or Eric
Thank
says,
you
and
for
they,
you.
yeah,
No, seriously, I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it because, you know, we go home sometimes and I'm like, damn, that was a complete waste of time. You know, we're sitting here 2 hours every night, 3 hours. And even before that, we come and prepare before the podcast. And so whenever a woman comes back, and I've had women DM me and say, hey, listen, I didn't like you when I first was there, but I went back and I actually tried this, and me and my boyfriend are really good now. And I'm like, damn, I appreciate that. The problem is that nobody else is going to see that. Like, it's just going to stay in the DMs. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. So you said be less independent.
Yeah. For
Okay.
Sure.
What about you over there?
Hold on. I think I would just have to like stop being insecure, not like insecure about like my control over him or anything like that. It's just like sometimes he'd compliment me and say that I'm so beautiful today or whatever, and I'll just be like, no, I'm not, you know, and I'm like shooting it down because I'm like insecure in my looks, and that's kind of disrespectful to him because that means he didn't choose a pretty lady. So I just gotta like, you know, say thank you instead of saying no, you know, like accept a compliment.
Yeah, I actually appreciate you being honest with that. That's really deep right there. Because a lot of times, you know, you give a woman a compliment and she doesn't feel it, you know, and then it makes you, and then for some reason it makes a guy feel like, oh, well, she doesn't believe me, right? And it feels weird. It's like, damn, a good thing ended up being a bad thing.
Right.
Okay, what about you? What's one thing you can do?
Maybe stop asking so many questions, because I'm like, why, but why, but why, but why, but no, but why.
Yeah.
You're annoying me right now.
Yeah.
I can do that because
pissed
I
right
think
now.
I get like, if I don't mind if you tell me something, but just you have to explain it.
But let me tell you why that bothers men. Because you don't trust me.
Yeah.
That why means you don't trust me. It means you don't trust me to lead. It means that you don't trust me as a man. And that's the one. Again, if I don't feel trusted in a relationship, I don't need to be in it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I recently started, not recently, but a while ago started to let him, like when he says like, babe, like we're going to go do that. Instead of saying, well, why doesn't that? I just said, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the most beautiful thing you can say to a guy.
Okay.
The most
okay. And it's,
remember earlier when I said that that's her power? Her power is just letting a guy lead, letting a guy be in control, letting a guy provide, provision, protect. I don't want you to tell me why. If you tell me why, I don't want to be with you. If you tell me why, go be someone else's problem. Like you get with my program, you know? So what about you? What's one thing you can get better at and improve?
I'm gonna start scrubbing the bathroom for Moses.
Nah, not for Moses. That's blasphemy. Blasphemy right there. Moses.
No, I'm Jewish, so I'm gonna scrub the bathroom for Moses.
Oh, I don't know much about Jews. What you
But
guys worship
I love-
Moses?
Well, we don't worship anybody. That's like technically against Judaism altogether. But it was kind of a joke in a way. But no, like I liked what she was saying about like keeping the home clean for herself and for God and just like doing it for like a higher purpose. So I'm joking about Moses, but I do like that whole concept. Like you're not just doing it for yourself or for your boyfriend. You're doing it for just like, you know what the saying, like cleanliness is next to holiness.
Yeah.
So I liked what you said earlier. I really took it to heart. So
Yeah, but also like it's innate, it's in us to do that, to cultivate a warm and welcoming atmosphere. So you're capable of doing it. You just have to do it, and once you do it, you will really feel empowered. I'm being 100% honest with you. This is like the theme of my TikTok. I'm empowering homemaking.
I'm gonna follow you.
So like most of the time I'm like scrubbing something, but I put like verses that apply to it, or just like homemaking is just empowering for women. So that's basically what I do.
And you know what I like about what you're saying is that it feels genuine.
Yeah.
Like you're not it doesn't feel like you're just saying it. It feels like you really believe it. And shout out to you, man. Guys, make sure you guys go follow her on TikTok and Instagram, guys. Real quick, we have a super chat from Tap. So he says, for the chat, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and more W content. And I hope everyone's having a great time. Shout out to Tap, man. We appreciate you so much, brother. You've been rocking with us for a while now, too. Ladies, I want to thank you guys for coming today. I really do. I will say that I feel like your boyfriends owe us a check, you know, or just a thank you. You know, but then this is the first panel I've ever felt where the ladies are leaving here with something positive. You know, trust me, the other panels, they're not like this. As a matter of fact, they're not like this. Okay, they're not like this at all. So this was very refreshing. I want to thank you, ladies, for. It sounds like you. In particular, it sounds like you, when you speak, the other ladies listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
So, you know, shout out to you. And, thank you, ladies, for coming. I want to thank the chat. Thank you guys for rocking with us, man. As always, being with us. Make sure you guys like the videos on your way out. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night, man, for the nighttime show.